Welcome, one and all, to the absolutely incredible Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Let's head down straight away for the grid walk.
Yeah, nice to see you. He was at the first WrestleMania number 1. John Hunter Nemechek, I've got a question for you and Taylor. How do you know you're gonna win today?
Backstreet's back.
All right, man, I'm glad you're here on the car. Y'all look great. Yeah, go UK. Thank you, brother.
See ya.
Go Cats. Tagia, hey, bud, are you okay?
Are you okay? You look like you're breathing really hard right now, Michael.
I get asked if I'm okay a lot. I'm glad you're looking good.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm here with my friends. We're just about to have a great day in our Monster Energy Camry.
Okay. Thanks for your time. Let's see what Sean Van Gisbergen's doing. Hello. Hey.
Afternoon.
Hi, Shane.
How's it going?
I'm great. I interviewed Jimmy Hart and then the Backstreet Boys. Were you a fan growing up?
I have no idea who you just mentioned.
They're like Men at Work, American style.
Okay, I'm not from Australia either, but I know who Men at Work are.
This ain't going as well, is it? Have fun in your car today.
It's going to be good. I'm looking forward to it. Stoked to have Red Bull back, so.
Yeah, and I think it's awesome having your fresh perspective on the grid. It means a lot to the fans and to the reporters. Thank you.
I appreciate it, man. Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day. Let's check in with Brad Kozlowski. How you doing, bud? How you feeling?
Not as good as you. I mean, you got a Backstreet concert over there.
I want it that way.
You do the singing, I'll do the driving.
Okay, tell me about this car. How's the driving going to go today?
I feel like really good. We've had great cars to start the season, but just keep getting caught up in other people's wrecks. I feel like if we can just take advantage of the speed this car has, we'll have a great day with our cash go forward.
You know what I love about the grid walk? You get to have a little bit of fun with the Backstreet Boys, but then also I get to ask serious questions to competitors like you. Was listening to Ryan Preece this morning talk about how instrumental you are with his development and what's going on with your team. Great job, bud.
Oh, thank you. We're just trying to give him everything he needs to win, and he was really close last week.
He was. Let's see who we can catch up with. Cole Custer, maybe? Hey, Cole. Got one more little second here on the grid walk. You doing good? How you feeling about this race? You're from out in this part of the country?
Yeah, not too far away, so we'll see what we got. I feel like it was pretty solid in practice.
All right, I appreciate it. Well, guys, that's an extended grid walk. Really thankful for the time. Chris Myers, take it away. We're all done here.
All right, you got it, Michael. So William Byron's the only driver to lead a lap in each race. Joey Logano, obviously, has led the most laps looking for that first win, but he's had a lot of success here.
Are you glad that we didn't have to sing?
I'm glad we didn't have to sing. But I like anytime the Backstreet Boys are hanging around.
Sure.
Yeah, and Michael is out of sync on a regular basis. How about drivers from the back, including Bell, right, going for history here that you're going to be keeping an eye on because it should be a fascinating race.
Yeah, I mean, Bell obviously going for 4 in a row. We talked about Ryan Blaney having that issue in practice, but had a really good car. The other guy that I got my eye on is Joey Logano, who's starting second. Can he put together a day? Led the most laps this year, had a great season, but no top 10s.
And maybe Kyle Busch of Las Vegas will put an end. It was great hearing from him with Kevin Harvick. Put an end to that winless streak. They call this a reset race. We're ready to roll. It's showtime in Vegas.
At this time, we ask that you please rise as you are able. Remove your hats, and veterans render a hand salute as the UNLV Honor Guard presents our nation's colors. Here to offer today's invocation, please welcome Motor Racing Outreach Chaplain, Billy Malden.
Heavenly Father, we pause to recognize your presence in our lives and ask for your blessings on this day, for safety for our drivers, teams, and officials, and joy and great memory for all in attendance, enjoying the sport that we all love. We pray for the men and women of our armed forces at home and abroad, as well as first responders who protect us and our freedoms. Bless them and their families. May your peace and love surround us all. In Christ's name we pray. Amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome Las Vegas headlining country music singer-songwriter Callie Tucker.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's celestial gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled oh, banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Dear God, please watch over Kyle and his 18. God, please, we beg you, get them in victory lane. Let them have a successful day so that we can all...
The NASCAR Cup Series is back in action in the desert, this time in Las Vegas, Nevada, to take on the 1.5-mile tri-oval that is Las Vegas Motor Speedway. This track, built in 1996, has wide sweeping turns that are banked at 20 degrees and offer multiple lanes for the drivers to take as they search for speed to maintain momentum around the track. The front stretch has a long arc that has the drivers come off the corner closer to the wall and then down to the apron at the start-finish line and then back up to the wall to set up for Turn 1 corner entry. We recently talked with Joey Logano about this speedway. Here's what he had to say.
It's definitely a multi-groove track. You know, you even fight a little bit of that in qualifying. It's such a multi-groove track where you can contemplate, especially down in 1 and 2, should I run the bottom or should I run the second lane? And you see that in the race where, you know, the bottom is fairly strong, but then you get to 3 and 4 and you see cars that are running the wall and some cars that are on the very, very bottom and then everywhere in between. So it makes it a fun track to race because there's options. And that's what you want as a race car driver. If there's only one lane, you got to follow the guy in front of you. It makes it really hard to pass. But in Vegas, there's opportunities to find a different lane, get some air on the car, and try to make a run to pass people.
Last year, Kyle Larson won both stages and took home the checkered flag. Who will play their cards right and find victory lane today? Let's find out.
So we're gearing up for what's going to be hopefully a very entertaining NASCAR race. We are having severe technical issues up here in the commentary box. We do apologise for that as well, which means we can't talk to the boys at the moment, which is horrendous, and we're closing in on lights out time. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting couple of hours, and we need to really get on with going down to the booth. So we're going to listen to PRN Radio, who have the broadcast while we fix the boys in the booth and get going again. Let's head down to them now.
trouble coming out of turn 4. Hamlin is sideways. The car spins down on the apron of the racetrack. Byron takes that brightly painted number 24 to the front. He gets a big shove from Daniel Suarez.
This is PRN.
Today, we're in the gambling capital of the nation, Las Vegas. And we're asking drivers if they gamble on the track here. You know, spin the wheel, take the chance, roll the dice. Ryan Blaney says, hey, take a look at your surroundings. Everybody does here.
It's in Vegas, and it's the gambling capital of the United States. But you really just have to be, as a crew chief and a driver, open to all types of, where cautions fall or all different types of strategies.
Shane Van Gisbergen, are you a gambler on the track?
I've never thought of it like that, but I'd like to think I'm more calculated, yeah. So, I don't know, but I guess sometimes you take risks, which is gambling, which is, whether it's restarts or passing, but I don't know, just drive.
Of course, gambling spills into luck.
Well, hard work is mandatory, but I think everybody's afraid to admit what a big part luck plays.
That quote's in a movie, so it has to be true. What about it, Kyle Larson?
There's constantly gambles, I guess, that we're making behind the wheel throughout a race, whether that be a pass or gamble on restart lane choice and things like that.
Noah Gregson.
It's about managing your risk versus your reward. Is this the best calculated approach to be able to make this pass, or should I wait a lap and will I have
he has a track position, can he hold it off? And who can he hold off? Who would that be? I think the Hendrick camp is going to show up today. Back to business as usual, as you said, Mike, and I think the 5 and the 24, William Byron right here, just might get the job done.
Hendrick Motorsports has owned the spring race here these last few years at Las Vegas. They have been unstoppable here.
Well, they've got the stats and they've got the speed. We saw that 24 car have great long-run speed, but you just can't sleep on Kyle Larson. I mean, he's been so good here with the things that he's been able to accomplish on this particular racetrack, and this is a very unique track. You have to be able to be versatile, put your car all over the racetrack, and that's what Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, and those guys that can move around, Tyler Reddick, can move around the racetrack and find that grip. That's what you'll have to do again.
Well, the facts are they've won 2 of the last 3, that 5 car and Kyle Larson. That is your favorite, in my opinion. Where has he been? Time will tell if he can show back up and be business as usual like we know Kyle Larson can get to.
How tough a job for Blaney and Bell, and the fellows have to come from the back. This is a big, wide racetrack. You got plenty of room here.
Well, they have fast cars, but those guys are very good at getting through traffic, and Ryan Blaney especially, and I think Christopher Bell will do the good thing because he searches around the racetrack so well.
I've seen a lot of flyovers in 50 years of covering this sport, but none like today where they were aimed right from the tower and we all had to duck. Let's go trackside.
Here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome Academy Award winner, Morgan Freeman.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
.36 V8s fire off. Have to chuckle when I think of Morgan Freeman in Bucket List as he raced that Shelby GT350 around California Speedway.
Now, the starting lineup presented by Hunt Brothers Pizza.
Starting 36th after car repairs from a practice crash, Ryan Blaney in the Menards Pennzoil Ford. The Evel Knievel Parts Plus Ford of Cody Ware starts 35th. 34th will be Riley Herbst, the Sunny D Toyota. The Gainbridge Chevrolet of Justin Haley rolls off 33rd. 32nd, Todd Gilliland in the Love's Travel Stops Ford, and the Real American Beer Chevrolet of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. starts 31st. Taking the green flag 30th in the Backstreet Boys Toyota, it's John Hunter Nemechek. Beside him, Ty Gibbs goes off 29th in the Monster Energy Toyota. The Red Bull Chevrolet of Shane Van Gisbergen is 28th.
27th, Brad Keselowski in the Castrol Ford. The HaasTooling.com Ford of Cole Custer is 26th on the grid. 25th, Carson Hocevar, the Delaware Life Chevrolet. The Bass Pro Shop Spring Fishing Classic Toyota of Chase Briscoe is 24th. 23rd, Daniel Suarez, the Freeway Insurance Chevrolet. The Dow Mobility Science Chevrolet of Austin Dillon, 22nd. And 21st, Noah Gregson, the Beefaroo Ford.
Bubba Wallace rolls off 20th in the U.S. Air Force Toyota. The Kubota Orange Days Sales Event Chevrolet of Ross Chastain starts 19th. 18th will be A.J. Allmendinger, the Action Industries Chevrolet. Ty Dillon starts 17th in the Seabest Chevrolet. The Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet of Chase Elliott, 16th. 15th will be Denny Hamlin, the Yahoo Toyota. And the Beast Toyota of Tyler Reddick starts 14th. Christopher Bell starts 13th in the Interstate Batteries Toyota. Ryan Preece rolls off 12th in the Consumer Cellular Ford. The Smiths Dasani Ford of Chris Buescher will start 11th.
On the outside of row 5, starting 10th in the HendrickCars.com Chevrolet, it's going to be Kyle Larson. To his inside, starting 9th, Zane Smith, the Title Max Ford. The Raptor Chevrolet of William Byron is 8th on the grid. Josh Berry 7th, and the Motorcraft Quick Lane Ford. The Ally Chevrolet of Alex Bowman is 6th. 5th, Eric Jones, the Dollar Tree Toyota. Moving up to row 2, on the outside, 4th on the grid in the Bet MGM Chevrolet, it's Kyle Busch. Starting 3rd, Austin Cindric, the Discount Tire Ford. And now the front row on the outside in the Pennzoil Ultra Premium Ford, it's going to be Joey Logano. And on the pole for the 7th time in his career, the first time this season and the first time at Las Vegas, Michael McDowell, the Group 1001 Chevrolet, his speed 186.961 miles per hour.
And that's your starting lineup for the Pennzoil 400 here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
And the starting lineup presented by Hunt Brothers Pizza. At Hunt Brothers Pizza, we love racing.
The 5th race and get our first pole as a company is a big accomplishment. And yeah, you know, the number one goal right here is getting a good start, keeping that clean air, and then we'll see where it plays out from there.
Did we get that cool suit working?
Yeah, they did. It's like every week there's been some little drama, but this one I think we got it sorted out, so no problem.
All right, man. Keep that head straight. Good luck today.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's have a look at the starting lineup for today's race. Michael McDowell has won the pole, and Joey Logano, a 4-time winner here, including last fall. Chevy Ford, front row. Here's Jamie Little.
Mike, it's hard to believe that the defending series winner has yet to finish in the top 10 through the first 4 races of the season. And things this weekend have not gone to plan either. I talked to his crew chief, Paul Wolf, and he told me in practice on Saturday, they were all over the place. The car felt disconnected. They made some adjustments, hoping to go in the right direction. They also reminded me that here in the fall, they were an 8th to 10th place race car, but they won on fuel strategy. Keep that in mind as Joey Logano looks for win number 5 at Las Vegas.
All right, row 2. We got number 2, Austin Cindric, and on his outside, it's the hometown boy, Las Vegas cat, Kyle Busch. Row number 3, Eric Jones, 3rd top 5 of the season. He's on a hot streak, and on his outside, Alex Bowman.
Try this once. JT, can you hear me?
Hello.
Thank God for that. Hello, my friend. How are you?
I'm good. I was trying multiple attempts to put something on my Instagram story, but it wouldn't let me record, so I've had to do it a different way, and hopefully it works.
It does indeed. Hello. I presume, Jack, you're here. Hello, Jack. How are you?
Hello. I was a little bit late to the box, but overall, doing quite well. Was on the line for a County Cup final today, and now to watch a nice bit of NASCAR. Should be a very entertaining race today.
I apologise if I sound different to you two boys. JT knows the reason. We've had a laptop failure up here where we thought, oh, we'll just use Megan's old laptop. Give you one guess what's happened. Her old laptop doesn't like USBs. There's something really wrong with it. So I couldn't connect the stuff. So Megan's new laptop is now once again on the monitor. So, JT, are you there?
Yeah.
Your camera's frozen. I'm worried it was my end. I'll fix it. Let's go down Pit Road.
That's a new one for me. Good luck.
My camera's not
Yeah, thanks. And I'm going to send you a bill,
It's
too,
me.
for babysitting your kids for the last 45 minutes.
All right, row number 6, a pair of RFK Fords. Chris Buescher coming off a top 5 last week, and teammate Ryan Preece with his best Las Vegas start. Then in row number 7, Christopher Bell looking for that 4th straight win of the season, and last year's runner-up in this race, Tyler Reddick in a Toyota. For Christopher Bell, he led just the last lap at Atlanta. That was the one that counted. And at Coda, where he was the strongest car. And finally, in a shootout at Phoenix, he won that 3-way gunfight. Regan Smith.
Mike, what a fantastic 3 weeks it has been for Christopher Bell. Unfortunately, though, yesterday they found an issue in the throttle body of that race car. That meant they had to change it out. It affects when the driver gets on and off of the gas pedal, meaning he will drop to the rear today. If he's going to get that 4th straight win, it will be a little more complicated. The goal is going to be to get as far forward as quick as they can so they can get a good read on that car in clean air. He does have good company starting back there with him also. Ryan Blaney, a practice issue yesterday, blew a right rear tire. You see right there, Ryan helping the team fix a race car. It was all hands on deck. He will also be going to the rear. He's done that the past 2 races here in Vegas. Another one with experience at doing that. Keep an eye on those 2 guys.
All right, thanks, Regan. Now, let's take a closer look at the rear diffuser and travel stops with our crew chief, Larry McReynolds.
Yeah, Mike, aerodynamics so important at this very fast mile-and-a-half racetrack. Anything teams can do to help the downforce, the grip of the car in the corners, it's going to help the handling of that race car, make the lap times faster. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, and let's look at that rear diffuser under the rear of the car. As the air flows under the bottom, when it gets to the rear diffuser, the speed really picks up. You see the strakes or the fins. You want to keep the air organized in those strakes. That makes downforce. You also want those strakes as close to the racetrack as you possibly can. That makes the most amount of downforce. But you don't want them bottoming out. Look how disorganized the air is. When you do that, you've lost downforce. How do teams control the travel in the rear of the car? Let's take a look at the inside of the right rear shock, and you're going to see a travel stop there. How you increase or decrease the travel is with those yellow polyurethane shims. You can add or you can take away. You don't want that shock shaft bottoming out. That totally upsets the race car. But guys, this can be a real challenge, especially in bumps in 1 and 2. They get worse every time we come here.
And I think that's what compounds the tire problems with the failure with the lower air pressure as well.
Well, the hard part about guessing about that today, and I call it a guess because I believe it is, there's science behind it, but when you run that slower pace, the car doesn't travel as much, and you're going to let air out of the tires, and so many things that go with setting that gap. Will be interesting to see who gets it right.
So leading the field, the Toyota GR Supra. And our honorary pace car driver, Chelsea Green, the inaugural reigning WWE Women's U.S. Champion. Beautiful day, a little warmer than it's been here. Friday night, it was chilly for the truck race. Things improved yesterday. And here's the nicest day of the weekend, 63 degrees going into the 70s. Winds out of the southeast at 11, mostly cloudy. Track temp 78.
Here's one that we're going to have to be ready for. It always catches me off guard here. Restarts, Kevin. They're so chaotic, and it happens.
We're ready to go. We've got everything set up surprisingly well. The joys of having Megan with multiple monitors. JT, ready for the start? What do you reckon we're going to see?
Well, it's Las Vegas. 267 laps ahead of us. 80 in stage 1, 85 in stage 2. Final stage, 102 laps ahead of us here round the 1.5 mile speedway. It's going to be chaos. Christopher Bell starting from the rear, looking for 4 in a row. What can he do?
Well, here we go for the Pennzoil 400. Stand by for action. Ready to go here. McDowell from Logano on the front row. Cindric, Bush, Jones, Bowman, Berry, Byron, Zane Smith and Larson. JT, it's all going to go well. Into turn 4. Jack and JT in the booth. Stand by for action. NASCAR is green at Las Vegas. Very good start immediately, coming through into 1. McDowell battling with Logano. Logano on the low line. McDowell taken high with 3 wide. Further back, Jones and Bowman. Byron and Berry as well, still having that little look between them as they head down towards 3 and 4. Logano should be the leader, but look already. Berry coming up high as well. Byron trying it up the high line. Bowman in centre, and Kyle Busch battling for 3rd place. Good start, JT.
Yeah, absolutely. 3 wide across the line. That is the 4 as well. Michael McDowell still leads. Of course, he got the pole. No, yeah, little bit of a surprise there, but he is always good around this circuit. 3 wide with Ryan Preece further behind Chase Elliott. Denny Hamlin involved as well.
What do you make of it, Jack?
Well, I just wanted to ask a question. There's Logano straight to the race lead, as I said.
Yeah.
Also, I just wanted to ask a question. Was that not Spire's first pole in their entire history of their Cup team?
Yes, I think it was, yeah. It's a new team coming in.
Good on, and of course it's the qualifying maestro, Michael McDowell. Love that alliteration I just did. To actually get that. That's the reason they signed him, in my opinion, is his incredible qualifying from the last year or so.
It's been a big improvement, JT, hasn't it, as well, McDowell, in qualifying, but he's yet to properly convert race wins out of it. But he's looking strong here today as Bush already in the back of Cindric as we start lap 5.
Yeah, Bowman got ahead of Bush, so has Byron. So Bush on that last lap dropped from 4th to 6th, 4 of 8 in stage
3 wide, Ryan Blaney coming in as well as he goes back on the 34. So they're just about holding it together. And you know, it's quite fun actually, all this going on right now, because I've just been told in my ear that the new lead that we brought it doesn't work because it's not a Thunderbolt cable. So there we go for that. Logano leading with Cindric as well. Hopefully you're not going to spot any difference on our broadcast, because no difference for graphics, it's just the commentary box and how we bring it to you as well with JT on a different monitor. I'm also down timing screens. I've just realised that. I've not got a timing screen in front of me. How very bad as they come into it. Logano leading with McDowell at the moment, JT.
Yeah, leading at the moment. That is the 12 with Ryan Blaney going down the inside of the 54. Little flame from the exhaust, that's normal. That is, I believe, Shane Van Gisbergen getting up there as well.
SVG coming out of nowhere as well. That's how we like to see it. Going way right at the back at this thing stands as Fox take their first break of the day. JT, if you could keep an eye, please, on the YouTube chat, that would be very much appreciated.
I'm trying to work out why the officials' cable is not working for me.
I can watch the YouTube chat if you want.
No, it's the studio we need to keep an eye on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me get it on this second laptop, because I have both laptops.
What's the difference between live chat and studio chat?
The studio just is keeping an eye on all the YouTube things, and to end the stream and start the stream and everything.
Okay, that makes more sense. The actual chat, I can keep an eye on.
Oh yeah, please do, Jack, if you keep an eye on that. I've got a timing screen.
We've got...
Hey.
Jack is basically the Creator Studio live view.
Okay, that makes sense. So all we have on the YouTube chat right now is, that hasn't been read, is Adam, who says, Josh D, you've planned plenty this weekend, you deserve a race off. I disagree with that personally.
I don't get a race off, I get race on all the time as well. That's we're busy. China next week.
JB carries the entire channel, so.
Objection.
Not sustained.
JT and JB.
Yeah, it's kind of like that dynamic duo to come into it. I don't know what's happening with our monitors at the moment, but Discord's acting up for some reason on Megan's laptop.
Gibbs and Gregson battling it out, by the way. I just wanted to point out how absolutely horrific that Gregson scheme is, personally, but that's my opinion. As Gregson makes the move on Gibbs, I didn't think there's a possible way to get a worse scheme than the monster scheme, but there we go. There's Gregson blowing my expectations yet again.
So, Fox go to their first break of the day out here in the booth. And it's all hopefully going to be okay. We might have to keep switching between Comcam chart and the other chart.
Amazing camera. Okay, there you go.
So, Logano leading after 10 of 80 laps of stage number 1.
Okay, I'm retweeting this, hold on. Sorry, I just saw a colleague just tweeted out 100 retweets and we get Christian Eckes to take over our socials. Absolutely retweeting.
Do it, he's in the garage ready to go anyway.
I mean, if you want to go on Instagram as well and repost a story that I did for JB Motorsports, you can as well.
I've just realised why we're freezing up here at the moment. Yeah, not too bad. JT, though, a quick question to you at this stage of operations. It's not been too bad of a race at the moment, but pit stops are going to be key here today. Tyres are so hard.
Yeah, they are. And, oh.
Hello?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
We've got a horrible echo.
Go.
Can you hear me now? Hello.
Yeah?
Is that better?
Yeah, that's fixed.
I'm just setting Megan's...
I should reposted the story with the caption, "Chat, we are so back."
It's going well so far. I apologise to Megan for stealing her laptop. JT, do a dance.
Megan deserves compensation.
JT,
No.
No, I need to see if the camera's working. Can you just do a dance with me? Thank you very much. There we go. There's JT, everybody. So 34 races have been held here at Las Vegas, 19 different pole winners as well. But in terms of the last 5 winners, Logano and Larson won last year. Larson won it in October's race. Byron won the March race. It was earlier in the year. We swapped places, and then Logano won again. So really, Logano, Larson, and Byron, then 3 of the last 5 winners here as well. But Christopher Bell has won here before, and he's racing today from the back of the field to try and make it 4 race victories in a row. Currently, he is running in 28th position for Christopher Bell. Jack, is it possible for him to do 4 in a row? It's that type of racetrack here.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's NASCAR. It's possible. It's also Christopher Bell. Best drivers on the grid. I absolutely think it's possible for Bell to be able to get this victory today. He is my personal pick of win. He's also in my fantasy, so I'm also hoping he does well.
So, Logano leading by 9/10 on lap 17 of 80 here. McDowell, Cindric closing in at the front. Berry rounds out your top 10. And side by side, Cindric going with McDowell over second, JT. This will be a sweet move, but bad news for McDowell.
Yeah, absolutely. Down the inside is Cindric. Just got his nose ahead. Now pulls up along the side and up ahead into second.
There we go. So, just got that new thing sorted out, so hopefully we should be okay now for the rest of the race. However, JT's camera again is frozen, so this is going well. It's one of these days, isn't it, where you just don't know what's going to happen next or where it's going to go next. We'll keep our doing best to keep across from you up here in the booth, watching NASCAR on screen via TV on Fox Sports 1 as well. As there is McDowell. Now behind Cindric, and Byron closing him in as well on lap 19 of this race. So look at as well Michael McDowell's stats here. 22 starts. He's only had 1 pole position here, but no wins, no top 5s, only 1. No even top 10, but 7 DNFs and the best of 17. So that 1 pole position for Michael McDowell really helping him in this race so far. Race is led though here. For Logano as it comes in faster and faster and faster. We're 10 minutes in. Blaney's made up 16 places since the start. Wallace +7. Suarez +6. Dillon as well 6. Bell 6 as well. He's moved up from the back. And where is Bell now? 26th in the running order. So closed off again. As Logano, Cindric, Byron, 1, 2, 3, JT, as this stands. We're all a bit...
Yep, and...
How are you still going, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I was so dead that I didn't go to Stanlake today, so I slept from like end of F1 to 4:30.
Let's have a word down pit road.
I like.
Oh, there's Bowman and McDowell. No pit road from Jamie Little, who's back with the team this weekend with trucks. How did she do, by the way? Because she gave a Parker, but she's still doing trucks. As far as I know, last time. Got the race tracker. Race tracker's gone away from using Google Earth, which I don't know if I like or dislike, to be fair. I like that little aspect. We've gone back to using this Bizarro cam to keep it updated and running. But it works-ish out there on the screen to keep our systems up and running. Logano, Cindric, Byron, Bowman, McDowell, Bush, Jones, Larson, Reddick, Smith, the top 10 as we keep on going. I've got a feeling stage 1 is very much going to be just the fly-on, calm, boring stage, and stage 2 and 3 is really going to be lightening up. Of course, Jack, the one thing here is, remember last year, Vegas, it was quite an exciting race in the final stage.
Yes, and didn't Bell nearly win that one as well?
When it was last year's result? Yes, I think he did, yeah.
Yeah. I think Vegas is generally quite a brilliant track, especially with this next-gen car. The next-gen car is just so good on intermediate. Insane. As we see Bell going for the move here on Zane Smith. He gets side-by-side there. Right up his door. Are we on board with him?
We are, I believe, on board, yeah.
Okay, so on board right now with Zane Smith. I think this is.
They've cut up the camera
and now we get face cam with. We've gone on board with Ryan Blaney. Great camera work, Fox. Appreciate it.
Not that we can tell where we are.
Right as we get to an overtake.
Oh, and of course a crowd shot of a kid looking through a water bottle.
Fox back again with the kid shot. And another one, double there. Incredible.
There's Ted Lasso watching on as well. Look like Ted Lasso. JT, what we got for us?
DMs quickly if you can.
I cannot. I have no device to DM. I'm sorry.
It is not it's not important. It's just a reasoning about something. It's fine.
Okay. I have no device to go to. We are deviced out here so far.
On board with Ross Chastain.
I mean, I'll have a go, but I don't think it'll work. Even my phone is hooked into things as well. Literally, this commentary box, the stream, that's fine. That's handling normally. But in terms of how we get JT and Jack on and everything else, it's all gone wrong. I'm a monitor down again. The laptop lead broke. So they are closing in again as the action continues. With you now, I've seen it as they come into it. So Logano by 5/10. It's the podcast for stage 1, I believe, at the moment.
Yeah, we are just, well, we're not halfway yet. Still like 11 now laps to go. With 29 of 80, 29 of 267 in this Pennzoil 400 round Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Josh Berry doing well, just outside the top 10. Michael McDowell, who started on pole, down to 6th.
We've had a few asks and we've listened because now we're covering the trucks and the Xfinity series. People couldn't tell which was which on the stream for races when they casually watched in. So, because we had Mega's laptop broadcasting a couple of other races, so we've added to the top, you might notice it, NASCAR colours. NASCAR's in yellow, the series is in red, and the hashtag of the race is in blue. So you get the NASCAR colours at the top of the timesheet. So it's Cup Series, Xfinity, and trucks. Hope you enjoy the change. We listened to the feedback and we gave you what you wanted. Several people DM'd and asked and wanted the change, so the change is done. Logano and Cindric now by a 10th. Go on.
In the chat has just seen what we've got on next week. All NASCAR series on at home. So Chinese Grand Prix, IndyCar from Thermal, and the first VLN race from the Nordschleife. Another great weekend.
Yeah, F1 Academy starts as well, and a sprint for China.
And And we have Arca East, for those that actually care about that.
Oh, yeah, Arca East.
At 5 flags.
Ryan
I am
Blaney
going to be watching.
Blaney into the pits. Kind of come through. Let's go down pit road.
That isn't planned. Look at how they're looking at the front
Go
left.
at least 1 and maybe 2 laps down as pit stops begin.
Let's go down to the pits.
With 8 laps to halfway in stage 1. Blaney's away, finally.
Well, and that's what we talk about as we see our leader forced everybody to come to pit road.
Yeah, that triggered it. So now everybody diving in.
The pit lane, handing the lead to Austin Cindric, who had caught Logano on the racetrack, was trying to make the pass, had difficulty doing that, and Logano abandoned the lead to come to pit road.
I don't think he had a choice. His last
Larson is in. Regan.
Mike Kyle Larson right now, things going smooth for him. Had some debris on the grill earlier, though. Spent a couple laps trying to get that off of the nose.
Caution's out. Don't know why. As if
Put it down. I got a wheel off out of turn 1.
Oh, it's not off. Where's the wheel gone then? Wheel off at turn 1. They're highlighting. There it is, and it's one of the red walls, so it's coming down. Exit of turn 1.
What a really good time for a caution.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking for the deep pit road.
No one get that.
The tyre wanted to join its siblings, and it's come off the 19.
It is Chase Briscoe who has on. He is right now operating on one-wheel drive.
I like that. First caution. Tyre gone to the barrier, and we are stationary here at the end of this.
11. Tail of the restart. 2 fast entering section 1. 11.
Right, let's head to Fox.
Kind of throws pit strategy for a loop, does it not?
Well, it does, Mike. You know, everybody that's not pitted, obviously they're on the lead lap, but all those drivers that hit pit road under green, they'll take the wave around. When everybody pits that hadn't pitted, they'll go around, they'll be back on the lead lap. I at first had kind of thought that may have helped Blaney, but right now my scoring monitor is showing him 2 laps down, not just 1.
You knew it was going to be something there with that bad pit stop.
31-16 to pit stop.
Not going to...
All right, now here is Chase Briscoe's stop. Uh-oh.
Man, they didn't.
Yeah.
Should have backed him up.
Yeah, JT, they knew it was coming as well. They knew that wheel was off, and it was actually a lot closer to the run into turn 1 than we actually thought first off. Out of interest, how many times has we had a caution who at the moment? And Logano's got the free pass. We can't hear you, JT.
Yeah, that's because I'm waiting on a message that they were going to say, but they haven't.
Okay, go on.
But yeah, there is the number 19 back.
How many times has he caused a caution?
Pit lane.
Yeah, how many times has he caused a caution this year?
Briscoe?
Yeah. He's been to be held for 2 laps as well. And a 2-race suspension for the tyre jack. Go on.
51 free pass, Clash lap 102, Clash 115, Daytona lap 72, and Phoenix lap 100.
That'll be a 2-lap penalty, won't it, as well, for Briscoe?
It is.
Or uncontrolled tyre.
They're gonna... Go on.
Yeah, it'll be a 2-lap penalty, and then I imagine the tyre changer, whatever isn't, and somebody else, I can't remember who, will also probably get a 2-race suspension, just like with Larson's. That's really unfortunate for Chase Briscoe, though.
Yeah, he's dropped to the rear of the field as the action continues on here at NASCAR. And the ad breaks continue to roll in. There you go, the radio. Let's go to Fox.
It's time today. Pit road will open. There are 22 cars on the lead lap, those that had not made pit stops. And they will cycle through as they're explained. Drivers that were already in will take the wave around. And yes, Ryan Blaney did lose 2 laps on pit road for difficulty with the left front. He was the first car to come onto pit road during what looked like was going to be a round of green flag stops.
Bad got worse, didn't it?
Yeah, and it never fails on the days when you have the fastest cars, when all that stuff seems to blow up.
Regan?
Mike Josh Berry, good again this week. A 4th place from last week. Running inside the top 5 right now in the 21 car. Just lacking a little bit of rear grip right now, but nothing too major in the 9 of Chase Elliott. Right rear was building too free as he went. He thought it was manageable right there, though, Jamie.
45, Tyler Reddick said he got better as they ran. Not bad on the bottom either. Pretty happy with it. He told me this car was really good yesterday in practice. See the right-hand side. Kyle Busch had a lot going on all at once, but 3 and 4 biggest weakness. They needed a little more grip, air pressure adjustment for the 8.
Kyle Busch will lead them off pit road, and they will cycle in behind the cars that had already made stops, and we'll get the wave around here. So we'll restart the running order when we come back to Las Vegas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, that'll be in a few moments' time, and I assume, JT, it's going to be quite an interesting runaround that they've got to try and go and do.
Adding on to the penalties with the suspension. Just confirmation from the officials radio. Too late on the button, but 2 laps for Briscoe, and to the rear at the restart because he pitted too soon on top of that.
Oh.
So to the rear and 2 laps with the
already
suspension.
be at the back anyway because he's 2 laps down. So really, that penalties means nothing.
Yeah, but
Josh Smith in the chat again, by the way.
Hello.
Who do we think the contenders will be for F1 Academy this year?
So many people could be in that contention. It's impossible to tell, really.
Positions off pit road.
Are they going to run it to us?
Yeah, they're working it out. Go on.
Go on, Jack.
I'll let you know when the F1 19 goes is home.
I'll mute it.
Tower 88 is high, pit road.
88 then 5, I think.
Ace. Jack, down to you.
Yeah, what for, sorry?
You had a point, did you? About who's going to be the title contender?
Reading about Blaney, who's apparently fuming.
F1 Academy, Jack.
I do not watch F1 Academy. I'm so sorry. I am not educated on this topic, so I don't watch it that much. I watch it when there's no other racing on though. Like, generally, I was watching a little bit towards the end of the season, and Abby Pulling seemed to be the dominant driver. She's not there anymore, so realistically, I think it's probably going to be a Dorian Pin title, personally.
Yeah.
Apparently, Blaney's fuming with the caution being called out, saying, Michael's play before throwing the caution. Well, either it's a safety concern or it's not, Blaney.
50.17. The 11 is not leave runs eligible. Too fast, section 1. That was green flag stop. We'll just restart the tail on his line.
Let's head to Fox.
Tokyo Dome, the greatest show in baseball, makes his triumphant return home. Shohei Ohtani and the reigning world champion Dodgers open their regular season against the Chicago Cubs. It's the Tokyo Series, Tuesday at, get this, 6 a.m. Eastern Time, live on Fox. Got that, Clint? Going to be dialed in, 6 a.m.? Ooh. That's what I thought.
Clint doesn't do good at 6 a.m.
All right, 2-lap penalty for Chase Briscoe for losing a wheel out on track, and vacation for 2 of his pit crew members, Larry.
Yeah, Mike, let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car and show you exactly what goes on with this single wheel lock. This is the 4th year we've been running it. The threads on it is left hand, which is kind of immaterial. But if you look at the back side of the tire, you'll see 18 drive pin holes, and on the hub, you see 6 drive pins. When they put that lug nut up there, that spring-loaded lock, it pops up right there. But the thing about it, if the lug nut will tight, but maybe that lock will not be in place like you see right there. So you have to make sure that lug nut goes up there and that lock pops out. That way you know the wheel is tight, because it will actually tighten, but the drive pins may not be exactly seated into the drive pin hole.
That latter part is what...
Right, so we're going to get ready for 1 to go as they come back out then. So Tire and Racetrack was the official run around for that. As things stand, by the way, in points and rundowns, Byron will lead by 9 points to Christopher Bell. So it's getting an interesting little run around out here, and I'm liking the look of it as he's been held for the 2 laps. So what are they going to go to, do you think?
8, 2 fast, section 7, drops the tail along his line. 8.
4th, push.
Falls his bush. Okay, let's go down.
Denny Hamlin has been busted for too fast entering.
Oh, that's not luck, Mike. That's just a miscalculation there of pushing that pedal a little bit too hard.
I'm being kind, Kevin, and
incredible
Busch,
analysis.
same penalty.
Look at Artie having fun on my expense right here. This is a man. I don't know.
Did you hear what he just said?
It's not great. What?
The same penalty for the 8.
Oh no!
Oh no! Too fast entering as well.
Peanut's fourth, guys.
Kyle
And
Busch.
that's what we've been talking about with when this 8 car is in position to
Mistakes.
win. You know, they did such a great job with everything at COTA, but so many times we've seen that 8 in position to win and have something like this put them behind the 8 ball again and have to make up that everything that they already had with all the track position, and now you're scrambling just to get yourself in position to find the front again by the end of the day.
Free pass goes to Cody Ware, and I loved his driver's suit in driver introductions, and I love the paint or wrap scheme on this number 51 because it celebrates Evel Knievel.
Yes.
Probably the greatest showman in the history of the automobile. And that suit, it's got the stars running down it and the
Color me
stripes
lucky,
and the whole.
baby.
It's all Evel Knievel. Just don't try to jump anything with that car,
That
Cody.
museum is coming to Las Vegas, and let me tell you, folks, as somebody from Kansas where it used to be, you need to go see that museum. It's awesome.
He gets the free pass on this caution.
And look at this, guys. There's a few guys that got pretty lucky in this cycle that pitted and stayed on the lead lap. So you've got Cindric, Bowman, Logano up there.
Into the Geico restart zone. We are running again now. And the restart begins here at Las Vegas. Rolling the dice once more. Cindric on the low line. He leads. Bowman, Logano, Elliott, Reddick, Wallace. 16's coming up through of AJ Allmendinger as well. He was touching the apron, coming through the mini trial section as well. At the top hard, down the backstretch they come. And so far, JT, it's Bowman is going on the outside line for Cindric, battling for the lead of the race. Good restart.
Yeah, absolutely. Round the outside is Bowman on Cindric. 3 wide further back. That is with, I believe, Josh Berry, with AJ Allmendinger and Bubba Wallace involved in that as well. Tyler Reddick also in the middle of that 3 wide.
Jack, this is going to be great news for Chase Elliott. It's going to, as you say, push through P3 and, well, got lucky, really, with that caution.
Yes, I also wanted to bring up another little tiny fun fact. The last 2 times a 3-race win streak has been broken, you know who's the driver who's done it? The one currently battling for the lead. No, I'm not talking about Austin Cindric. I'm talking about Alex Bowman.
Bowman's banging wheels with him now as they come over the start line. Down as well through 1 and 2. Again, it's just having the wildness brought out in you as well. And look at that, the 45 coming on the high line. Where's he come from? Absolutely nowhere. Great result there.
Nearly.
Cindric, Bowman, Wallace, Elliott.
Wallace obviously has PTSD here. This is the race he earned himself a 1-race suspension at, by the way.
Reddick also has PTSD every single time he goes in towards a tri-oval.
Yes, thank you, Truex. I appreciate it.
Cheeky there from JT on that one. That's going to get him a bit of a talking to from the stewards.
Hi, Jack.
One thing. You beat me to it by a nanosecond. Cindric now. Bubba Wallace takes second, but immediately beaten by Bowman. Now they swap back. So they're staying nice and tight out there. It's a good race, actually, this. It's improving a lot.
It's a nice slow burner, to be honest, this race.
And that's what we need it to be as well, not to have such a big, dramatic first couple of stages. Get through stage 1, let it build in stage 2 and we go longer. Stage 2 runs from lap 80 to 165. So it's a long run on that one. And stage 3 even longer, running from lap 165 to 267. So it's 102 laps, stage 3. To get up to the Pennzoil 400, presented by Jiffy Lube, which is the only time you can say that on air. Won't be a Jiffy.
And we go on board with the Pennzoil car right now with Joey Logano, who's chasing down Bubba Wallace, while also trying to hold off the most successful Cars Tour driver in history, Josh Berry.
I only think 56 cars entered for this race as well, which was weird. But Cindric's now led 9 laps of this event. As we go.
I'm hoping you just said 36, not what I heard, 56.
I said 36. I definitely said
Because that 56 NASCARs would be chaotic.
Don't worry,
That
JT.
is what happens when
I
you
would
are
be
different
down
systems.
for that, you know. I hope you're listening. 56 cars on the grid.
That'll be insane. You see Bubba in the 23. Oh, here we go from Logano and Bubba. This is Logano and Berry side by side. So the 21 and the 22. Berry in the Wood Brothers Racing. Logano and the Team Penske now side by side out of 3 and 4. Logano has that high line advantage to sort of keep breezing through and not lose too much time. So yeah, just taking it nice and easy so far in this one. And Berry will get the position. But Logano's fighting back and they touch coming on the back stretch. They're not going to hold off, are they, Jack?
No, and here is a face I did not expect to see here. The man who won the fall Xfinity race last year at this track, AJ Allmendinger's caught up to Josh Berry.
AJ looking for a challenge back then. Trying to keep Megan's laptop as cool as possible because she's very kindly lent it to us today for the 2 streams where we need it the most. It's a brand new one as well. So
Moto 3 and Moto 2, right? Are the 2 streams you wanted it the most? Yeah, definitely.
No, it's really frustrating because you know how I cycled to get the lead, and that charged up the laptop, so we managed to get that working. I ordered some new leads, and the new leads that were supposed to have 240 watts of power, they charged the laptop brilliantly. We're keeping the leads, but guess what? They don't provide the video. They're not Thunderbolts. So I'm literally just going to Curry's tomorrow to buy an Apple cable because I know they work. I'm not even going to mess around trying to find a cheap alternative. I'm just going to submit to the will of the Apple overlords and go down and give Tim Cook the money personally. And teach him how to wave a checkered flag as well.
Well, Bush is apparently carving his way through the field right now.
So what you're telling me is Kyle is trimming through the field. No, I'm not even going to do that joke. It's 2:00 in the morning. Right, there we go then.
Hey, that's horrendous.
What do you mean in the morning? It's 8 PM at night, JB.
Was that Katy Perry? As we see Morgan Freeman, who did the voice intro. I remember the first time that I saw her.
Here in Las Vegas.
Yeah. Oh, that was a bad Katy Perry line. I remember the first time that I saw her.
Someone tell Katy Perry to make some good music again, please. Stone.
She needs to star in The Simpsons. Out of interest, did anybody watch The Shawshank Redemption? I know Adam's probably seen it, but have you 2 seen it yet?
I don't
no
think so.
intention to see it either.
Well, Jack, about Katy Perry making better music again. Well, she's a bit of a dark horse here in Las Vegas, and I think, if I remember rightly, last Friday night, she did something in Las Vegas and made some good music.
I don't listen to her music.
There's a lot of California girls at this race, as it's in Nevada, near California.
Give me a metal band and I can make some amazing puns, but nope.
I think I've silenced JB.
I'm just turning Jack up a little bit. There we go.
Thanks for that one.
I'm literally.
Viewers can hear my lovely British accent even more.
Oh my god! I really hope that this box is fixed by China. I'll do a nut if it's not. It's like I need that lead fixed. Curry's tomorrow. Buying the cable. Done. Is it even available at Curry's? I don't actually know. I'm going to use the laptop that needs repairing to check.
I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
What?
Going to JB's nearest Kari's and camping out.
Kari's? What's a Kari's?
I said curries.
You said curries.
I heard curries.
It is your systems, JB.
Ha ha. How much is it? USB-C. This is where it tells me it's going to be 30 quid, something like that.
Ah, it's next to Ven Kitchens. Noted.
Yes, it is. It's also across from the gym. Should I be slightly concerned? Go on.
Is it just me, or is there so many curries next to Ven Kitchens in the UK?
There's always a Curry's. There's always a Red.
I mean, then again, you could go to Hull, where you have like the range B&M and Home Bargains next to each other.
Speaking of next to each other, Logano was there in the battle. Let's go to some radio.
A lot of fans and a lot of fun in Las Vegas as we've completed 58 of 267 laps. Third Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Austin Cindric out in front for 21 of them, has now moved to second on the season lap leader list behind his teammate Joey Logano. And this battle is for 8th place.
I'm a bit worried, actually, that there isn't one of these cables I need. Let's get on pits.
This race car, they just told him to take care of those right side tires. But things look a little bit different on the bench here on the pit box. Brian Wilson right there is his crew chief. He told me both of his race engineers are not here. They're working remotely back in Charlotte. That's mechanic car chief sitting up there with him. He told me his lead engineer is on baby watch, so they are in communication via text, and everything is fine until things go sideways and you don't have that face-to-face communication. All that data about fuel numbers and everything about the race car coming to him from Charlotte, but right now all is well.
Thanks, Jamie. Now, Austin Cindric setting a pretty good pace here. He may start lapping cars before the end of the stage. That would be bad news for his Penske teammate, Ryan Blaney. Blaney right now is in the free pass position. The first car one lap down. But if Cindric catches the back of the field, Cody Ware, Ty Gibbs, John Hunter Nemechek, that would take Blaney out of the free pass position. So you're leading. Your teammate's got a shot to get back on the lead lap. How hard do you press these last few laps?
Well, you're going to press hard because the teammate you're trying to keep a lap down is one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. So you want to keep them a lap down whether they're on your team or not, for sure.
No wonder. I was your teammate.
Well, there you go.
Now we know.
Wait a minute.
Larry.
Yeah, I've been watching Denny Hamlin, this 11 car. Remember, had the pit road speeding penalty. Right now, a lap down back in 35th. I've been comparing his data, throttle and brake, to Alex Bowman and Austin Cindric. He is out of the gas so much earlier and so much more than those two up there leading the race. And he's doing something I see nobody else doing. He's having to use a little bit of brake, getting in both ends of the racetrack.
Well, it's definitely awful right now. I mean, he's definitely fighting some issues that
way off the pace.
Just put him way off the pace.
7th place here, Kyle Larson moving up.
That's up 15 positions on Larson. He had a heck of a restart past a lot of guys going where they're not. That's hard to do here.
Yeah, and the other guy right there with him, Logano, it is definitely, the traffic has definitely taken all the steam out of that 22 car.
Kyle Busch up 10 after serving that penalty for too fast entering pit road, as did Hamlin.
Kevin, that's such a good point, and that's so real. I mean, once he lost that clean air track position up front, that thing is in bad trouble.
I'm ready.
That 35 scheme looks so wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's going to be up there. Smiley Herbst getting through, and Kyle Busch just touching with him ever so slightly side by side. They're doing a little bit of battle together, JT. They're just going to try and hold it personally to the end of the stage, aren't they?
Maybe.
Josh Smith in the chat now says, I would fancy a Cup, Xfinity, or Truck Series race at the Daytona Road Course. Well, guess what? It happened in 2020 and in 2021. You can go watch those. I watch those often all the time because it's something that doesn't happen much anymore in the Truck Series in NASCAR. Golden Creed winning a race.
It does not happen every day, which is annoying.
Never.
So back we go again. What do you think, JT, we're going to have in this second stage? Do you reckon it'll be a bit better?
Stage 2 podcast, official podcast.
Yeah, it's coming up, isn't it?
This is kind of like an unofficial podcast.
Stage 1 podcast.
The Stage 1 podcast.
Speaking of podcasts, well, who was on the commentary for the Moto 3 finish today?
Me.
I was going to say, I want to listen to that back. What a finish.
What time is the Moto 3 finish? Like, what time was the race?
I don't know.
How can you not remember the time you were on air?
JT, I've been awake for nearly 40.
He's on air his whole life.
I've been on air since I've been on air since Friday night, non-stop. I've got no idea what time it is. Not even what day it is right now. It's all blurred into one as things stand. It's quite hard.
So you're telling me that when you said you were going to go get sleep for a couple of hours, you were just avoiding talking to us. Noted.
Well, I did sleep, but then I got a phone call. And then my brother and brother-in-law came, so... kind of had to, see them.
Yeah, I was still asleep then on the Moto 3 race. I would have watched the Moto 2 race, but I was watching absolute scenes for the second half of it. I watched the MotoGP Argentina Grand Prix side by side with absolute cinema.
It was a great ending to the race.
I wasn't talking about absolute cinema MotoGP, I was talking about absolute cinema Newcastle United.
All right.
Did you hear the commentary line for Dan Burns' goal? Oh my goodness. Peter Drury, my goat. What commentary that was.
No, I did not, because I went out because my sister came to check in with us, and when my sister arrived, and then 3 minutes later I went in, it was half-time, 1-0. I was like, huh?
But you should listen to the replay of the commentary by Peter Drury.
Alright.
It's so good.
Peter Drury
there
is a great
was
commentator.
criminal activity at Wembley, though, today.
I was nowhere near there.
What a surprise!
The criminal activity was Anton Deck, not the right way round.
Oh, I noticed that. It was decking on, wasn't it?
The other criminal activity I've heard is a missing persons report has been filed on Mo Salah.
Yeah.
So I heard he was literally non-existent.
What other thing is I've seen a video of CBS explaining to the US audience who Anton Deck are.
Yeah, that'll do
To be
it.
fair, that makes sense. They don't watch anything outside of America, so.
Getting ready for our second caution of the night then. To bring it in with 195 laps to go. 29 quid it's going to cost me for a new lead. Don't even know if it's going to be right.
I saw an Apple One on eBay for like 13.
I'm not going to trust it. It's the one cable that binds the entire commentary box together. I will happily pay rather than pay for all that money. Right, we're back on Comcam. I managed to fix it. If you're wondering where we've been, the Comcam hasn't been working as well. An update from the pits. It's all going wrong! Thanks, Ollie. There we see then. The 17 passing, getting back through. And the race just... Stage 1 here, the Pennzoil 400. Calming down. It's moved 2 races further down the line now. Now round 5. Last year's round 3.
This isn't the Pennzoil 400, this is the Penn Snooze 400, got it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't need this after I've been asleep, you know. So when I need to be going to sleep. It's not the best to keep you entertained.
Guys.
Bowman still on the tail of Cindric, by the way.
I've got a feeling I'm a little bit strawberries and cream obsessed.
The new Dr. Pepper flavour?
No, I've got Pepsi strawberries and cream and Squashy strawberries and cream.
Which corner shop did you get that?
Tesco
They
and
only sell those
Co-op.
things in like corner shops.
They're not really corner shops. It's a Tesco Extra.
What? They sell those? Wow. Okay. Didn't know that.
And the Squashies are from Co-op, which isn't really a corner shop. Alright.
Okay. Squashies are amazing though. What flavour Squashies? What flavour Squashies to be fair?
You are completely out of this conversation, aren't you, Jack?
There we go.
Anyway.
I just wondering what flavour Squashies they were, that's all.
Free to go stage 1. It's not like I mentioned they were strawberry and cream flavoured like 5 times.
Oh, I thought you were saying like
No.
Okay. My brain switched off.
Free to go stage 1. Cindric, Bowman,
First
Elliott,
flavour,
your
by the
top
way.
3.
What I want to know is how come this morning it handled this fine and now it's freezing every 5 seconds? Must be the time of day with the internet being used more as well. That does have a factor.
Pit road closed.
2 to go then, and Cindric's going to win a stage. From Bowman.
Have we frozen again?
No, you're fine. Where's Bell? Oh, you did. You keep freezing every 5 seconds or so, but it's fine now. I need to set Megan's new laptop up for the OBS. I mean, for Discord. Actually get it better. So the metaphorical white flag will go out for stage 1, and then we'll get ready for our stage break. There you go. Cindric is going to take it. Stage 1 win. We'll bring out caution 2. At least 3 cautions we'll have here tonight. The least we've ever had here is... well, 2. Where we went cautions... the only cautions we had was the stages. In our 28th annual race. Green, checkered, is out. Austin Cindric wins an uneventful stage 1 of the Pennzoil 400. Bowman, Elliott, Wallace.
Put it out. That includes stage 1.
Larson, Allmendinger, Logano, Berry, Hosafar, Bell get points, and Bell moves up into 10th. He might just do it, you know, guys. There is an entire possibility he could do it.
I would like to add another slightly more sad statistic here. Ty Gibbs is only 3 starts away from becoming the longest serving JGR driver in history to not win a race. AJ Yaley currently holds that. 78 Cup starts.
It's insane, is it really?
Yes, Ty Gibbs, you're the same level of quality as JJ Yaley.
Harsh. But fair.
That means he'll be amazing on dirt, though.
That's true.
JJ Yaley was one hell of a dirt racer, to be fair to him.
When's Bristol coming up, by the way?
It's Gregson pulling alongside Blaney, or...
It's the Saturday in April, isn't it?
No longer a dirt race. I think everyone has
Adley.
Yeah. But when is it?
Because turning a tarmac track to dirt didn't work at all. It needs to be a proper dirt track.
Yeah.
I thought the races were good, honestly. I enjoyed them. It's just, I imagine it's, budgeting is the reason that they stopped it.
I believe so.
Well, Ty Gibbs gets to free pass. He flipped yesterday, not in NASCAR.
I saw.
In the A feature here at the dirt track on the infield. That was an eventful flip, wasn't it, Jack?
Yes, it was, in the High Limit Racing Series, which another upcoming NASCAR prospect won the race. Corey Day took the win that night. High Limit Series, by the way, is winged sprint cars. It's the series owned by Kyle Larson and his brother-in-law, Brad Sweet. So definitely recommend it, by the way. I think it's one of the best dirt racing series out there right now.
Got to the A feature on debut in the sprint cars and then flipped it on lap 1. great debut from Ty Gibbs.
I mean, it is, to be fair. He gets all the way there. Fair play to him. Maybe Coach Gibbs might put the dirt band back on, though.
Cars will get ready to come down pit road for some new tyres. Ready to go.
That's a fire.
Where?
Exit of turn 2, there's a massive cloud of black smoke in the distance.
So we'll keep an eye on that as we'll head to Fox.
Dempsey's return to professional racing in the Porsche Endurance Challenge after nearly a decade hiatus. Now here's a look at Kevin Harvick preparing Patrick for the challenges of Sonoma.
Yeah, I would err to being over the line on the left side of it, but really use that hill to shove the throttle back on there. But close to that apex wall, and maybe just not as wide. A car narrower through the whole thing allows you to get this line right here.
Destined to drive, Patrick Dempsey's return to racing, and that premieres tonight, right after this Cup race, 7 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. All right, let's check with Jamie Little as we're under caution, the end of stage 1.
Well, Mike, defending series champion Joey Logano has had an all-star pit crew for many years, but this time around, they have a new jackman. Let's meet Team 22.
Joe Dilly, front tire changer, second season in Cup, NASCAR champion last year.
Jake Seminaire, I'm the rear tire changer. I met my wife in 6th grade. Love ya.
Jeremy Ogles, tire carrier, two-time Cup Series champion. Ty Snelson, jackman. I was a two-time All-American football player in college. Nick Tinsley, fueler. I've been in this sport for 20 years.
Pit road open.
Led by crew chief Paul Wolf. Holman Presley up on the roof as spotter, and there they are. They're in pit stall 6 today, and that pit stall has won 3 of the last 4 races here at Las Vegas. Pole sitter usually takes pit stall number 1. There's our Hunt Brothers Pizza onboard camera.
Right, here we come.
With Logano, who started outside the front row here and led 30 laps early. His teammate, Austin Cindric, leads him onto pit road. Regan.
Chase Elliott in the 9 car, very good, that run right there. Just ended a little bit too free with the car as he finished off and maybe hurt the right front a little bit. They're going to make a small adjustment to tighten him up. The 5 car of Kyle Larson, one word from him, the car was phenomenal. Don't change it a bit. Jamie?
Austin Cindric pretty happy with that number 2. He said he's just 1 number tight, though. They're going to adjust for that with air pressure. And you see the 48 of Alex Bowman. Pretty happy. He said, I have a huge vibration is the biggest issue. Let's not adjust on as much. You see a lot of air pressure once again, Mike.
We're going to see a lead change, Mike. Chase Elliott and Bubba Wallace beat Austin Cindric off pit road.
So that'll put Elliott Chevrolet out front at 84 laps. Stage winner, Austin Cindric and his team Penske Ford.
2, 20, 99, 77, 16, 45, 24, 4, 43, 71. Early camera 22, 20, 99, 77, 16, 45, 24, 4, 43, 1, 9, too fast section 1. Research hotel on this line, it's from 9, too fast section 1.
GT, I'm just fixing some things. Can you take over?
I think so.
People below you, air blowers and sleepers.
So one late come out off of pit road. That was the message there, as that is the 12 of Ryan Blaney is that one coming off of pit road. Changing tyres. Is this a replay of earlier on? Yes, I do believe it is. Oh, that's Denny Hamlin getting away as well. Back to live on boards under caution here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Pennzoil 400. Austin Cindric wins stage 1. Chase Elliott to the rear for too fast on pit road. Not the best, very easy to do here at Las Vegas though, Jack. As Jack's deafened, so I'll keep rambling on. And I have just seen the image that I was going to send you, JB, about the fire, so let me just snip and tool it. Hold on.
Oh yeah, what was it?
You probably didn't see it because the camera angle was literally on for like 2 seconds. I'll put it in comms chat now.
Thank you, thank you.
There you go.
Let's try and take a look.
It was on camera angle for like 2 seconds, so I'm not surprised you missed it.
I am knackered. You could probably see better.
It's Elliot. Hit road penalty. I don't know if that's been covered yet. I just had to go grab a drink. Elliot.
Yeah, that came through, yeah. It's all
yeah, there is a fire. I just saw it, yeah.
I had to go quickly grab a drink.
I'll leave you muted then while I fix this.
Bubba Wallace is your race leader then. Wow.
It's only back to
Wallace
Fox.
has not won.
Hey, hope you're enjoying the race. Live here, Jamie McMurray, Chris Myers with the fans here in the backstretch. Great weather day, enjoying things. By the way, the Stage 1 winner in this race has gone on to win the last 3. And Christopher Bell started outside the top 30. He's going for that 4 in a row. He's been as high as 8, so he's in the top 10. Who else you keeping an eye on?
Well, Chris, we talked about Spire Motorsports being on the pole with Michael McDowell, but Hocevar, his teammate, started 25th, has driven up inside the top 10. I thought his lap times were really good. But I think more importantly than what we've seen on the track, I'd like to meet some of your family members here behind us.
Well, we have. I think didn't Clint Boyer do his tailgate king thingy with you guys?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. We're the tailgate kings.
And did he eat any of the food?
He ate all the food.
Oh, okay. I just. All right. Oh, hey, look who's here. You guys came over from the strip. We appreciate you letting us hang out until stage 2 when we have to get back to work here. But thanks. We appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. We knew that was coming. Mike and Clint, don't eat all the food. Kevin.
All right, Chris, have fun down there.
That's my man Steve and Ralph right there, and all their friends, and the 3 Elvises, the flying Elvises.
I feel like we should let Jamie and Chris start drinking beer after the pre-race is over if they're going to do stuff like this. What do you think?
Well, if that's going to happen, I'm
high fives all
You're going to reapply.
You're going to do this on your own.
You're going to reapply.
Well, now Chase Elliott's rolling time down pit road was 1 second faster than Austin Cindric's. There was a reason for that. He was too fast entering.
Yep, I was scared of that. That's all me. Sorry, guys. I knew
I give on a lap down, by the way.
Long way to go. Got a good car. Regroup here. Work back through there.
Dang it. It's a bad feeling, Kev.
Jamie?
Well, Mike, I've been listening to the radios. A lot of drivers are talking about the extra marbles on the track that they're not used to seeing. These are the tires that came off the 48, and he had reported he had a major vibration. Well, they just told him all this rubber buildup is really what's leading to that vibration. And remember, we have a softer left side tire, and perhaps, guys, that's what's leading to the extra marbles today.
Thanks, Jamie.
Well, I can tell you this. This was always a place, and Clint, you can attest to this. High corner speeds. Everything that happens around Las Vegas Motor Speedway is really fast, and it always seemed like the tires shook here more than they shook anywhere else.
Clear caution car coming to the green.
Here we go then, ready for stage 2 with the Pennzoil 400. And you can see how much tyre dirt is getting kicked up here. 78 laps then to go in stage 2. As we will get ready for the green. That's the second caution of the night.
Hello, Philip.
And into the Eco Park restart zone. NASCAR green again for stage 2. Bubba Wallace on the low line. And gets the power with Cindric, Larson, Bowman, Berry. And Logano already jumping in for the low line. Whoa, Bowman getting a touch from Berry mid-corner. Rear stepping out there, JT, just kept it in nicely.
Yeah, absolutely. Rear stepping out 3 wide. That was very close as the 77 nearly came up straight into towards the 24 and wrecked him.
Oh my goodness.
Carson Hocevar certified moment.
We love Carson Hocevar. he has his moment. So Bubba Wallace and Kyle Larson racing. I'm getting flashbacks to 2022 when these two last raced each other here.
Oh.
I did him pretty well.
Flying in together as they come through again. Still having the detections as Berman goes in side by side. Low line again is becoming quite troublesome. Now we're going to get the stage, I think, ramping up a bit more. Oh, Bowman slow out of 3 and diving down pit road. Alex Bowman then, something amiss. He's down pit lane. Oh, I didn't see that coming. Pit road. I think he's reporting a vibration. And he had it before the pit lane, so that's 2 vibrations he's now reported separately. But Bowman's race is down. They're going to fill him up with fuel as well. And change him out, new tyres. Let's see if that fixes the issue. But he's going to be praying for the free pass at the end of all of this. Still going in as AJ Allmendinger passes Josh Berry now. Huge vibration was the call from Bob Potgrass. So yeah, that's the reason that we had a pit stop coming in.
Also loose on the restart.
He was, yes, of course, yes.
Might be viewing. I might off topic here, but I might be watching Rude Van Nistelrooy's last game in charge of Leicester. This is abysmal from them. They're losing 3-0 to United right now.
Boiler.
Yeah, Bruno's just got another goal, so.
Spoiler.
I wonder. Anyway, racing continues. 73 to go.
Statement.
Into 72 now.
Waiting for that club statement post on their Twitter.
Laney, Hamlin, Gibbs, Bowman, Briscoe now a lap down. It's a lengthy work on the car under caution for Ty Gibbs. That's put him down the order. And stage 2 beginning to feel like yet another podcast. Is the action continuing on? We're not onto yellow, are we? JT, our timing monitor's still working. I can't tell on the YouTube.
I had to refresh them all because mine will frozen on lap 82.
Right, I'll do that now. Then look, we have.
As that is a big bit of bin bag right on the track.
Why haven't they thrown the yellow? Bin bag right in dead centre. That's never going to be good. Well, why bother? Why have that there now? That's just causing multiple problems. JT?
Hello.
I'm just refreshing the stream. Did you, as we go to break?
70 to go in stage 2 as they cross the line to complete another lap. Still Bubba Wallace, Carl Larson, Joey Logano, Christopher Bell. Now up to 4th place, going for 4 in a row, Jack.
Right, there's one done. Jack?
Yep, Joey Logano currently on board with. Larson and Bubba still battling a bit for the race lead. We've got AJ Allmendinger surprisingly running in the top 10. Chastain too, and Hocevar. Surprisingly into front. Also, Josh Berry is doing more in that Wood Brothers car than Harrison Burton did in 3 years right now.
But Harrison Burton won a Daytona.
Other than win a race. I was going to say, Harrison Burton did win a cup race, which technically means... Everybody, since he won a cup race...
At Daytona, don't forget.
He still won a cup race.
At Daytona.
It's still a cup race.
But Daytona is more important than any other.
Than Noah Gragson.
So the racing continuing on then. Well, we've got 67 to go. Riley Herbst losing out a couple of places out there. as we continue to check down here for round 5 of the NASCAR Cup Series. And still closing in again. We see Kyle Larson moving up. Look Alive is the order on the board there, JT, and it's looking quite good.
Yep. New leader 5 as they cross the line once again. Bubba Wallace demoted to 2nd. Christopher Bell now up to 3rd.
Yeah, it's going to continue on, Jack, as this one
I
goes on.
should have kept with Bell. I locked in Bell at the end of last week's race for pick a winner. I shouldn't have changed it, should I?
No, I locked Bell in as well, and I was good. I knew Bell would do it. Jack.
So I say Philip Lindman says hi JP in the chat.
Hello, Philip. I think JT...
Hope you're doing well, Phil.
He'll be back with us at some point this season as well for a couple of races, I know. Especially when he's trackside. That coverage last year was excellent, my friend. Excellent. Very kind of you as well to offer. And we're going to have him back in the booth for a cup race this season. Miami's up next. We'll be bringing you all the action.
Of course, they only showed it for a second and then cut to the international feed, so I couldn't take a photo of it.
Yeah, that was annoying as hell. Reverse and pause, JT. Reverse and pause. Larson leads.
And that's why Bowman tried to pit. Thought he had a loose wheel. He was having lots of vibrations. I thought he had a loose wheel. Turns out he didn't. Some sort of tyre issue, clearly.
Yeah, that's another good year.
He told me he had the biggest vibrations.
You are like 10 minutes late to that, Jack.
I must be, I know. Must be tuning out at random point.
Goodyear having problems then. Still Goodyear.
Explain. Yep, Pirelli, for real.
It's a bad year for Goodyear.
Oh, it's a good year to be bad.
That doesn't work as well.
Depends on your viewpoint of being evil. As we see Logano going around the outside now, Byron, a little bit of a kiss down the backstretch. Comp cams are failing, by the way, up here in the box. That's why we're on battle screen for a while. Everything just going wrong. Stereotypical day. One lead break.
So share this channel so we can have. So if you, the more views we get, the more money we can get to invest in better tech.
Yes. The next thing I want is a streaming PC. So then I don't have to. 4 screens, streaming PC.
I thought you had that already.
I've got a streaming PC, but it's not great. It can't handle Discord, timing, graphics, and all that lot on one thing. Like if I open Discord right now, it'll probably cry. So I need a much more powerful computer that can handle, 4K streams, all that lot.
You are saying that my gaming laptop is more powerful than your streaming PC?
No, because I have well, possibly yes, but I have modded my PC with more RAM and better packs.
I had Discord open, I had timing screens open, and I streamed for 13 hours yesterday with only dropping 80 frames.
Yeah, mine can't do that. Mine's pathetic. Mine's a Lenovo computer, so I got the best, which is Lenovo. Yeah.
Mine's Asus.
Mine's Asus.
All praise Avis.
Put it out. Next race.
What's happening
Who's
next?
up next? Got a caution, keeping another steam now.
Debris, is that?
I think it is Debris, yeah.
Middle of the backstretch, then continue down.
SVG in the Red Bull livery's had a spin.
That's a rather big bit of spinning debris,
Clean up one, sweep one.
Ah, he's got
so
2
they're sweeping
punctures.
the track.
That's right, 2 punctures for SVG on the right side. So that explains why.
3 pass.
Okay, so cautions breed cautions out here. We kind of know that was coming. Let's head back to Fox.
Like a big break for Ryan Blaney. He will be the free pass car.
First free pass of the year for Ryan Blaney.
Hey!
Coming off turn 2.
Let's have a look then, JT and Jack. Is it contact? Oh, he lost him in corner. That's a really weird one, actually. At the track.
I lost it. I don't know if the tyre blew before or after. I think after the spin, personally.
Did the air get taken away from it?
Maybe.
77, or 1, then the 77, 1, then the 77.
Interesting, let's go to Fox.
Third caution of the day, Kyle Larson leading for the first time today. He's led the last 9 laps. Bell right behind him. There's the Ford Performance Cam on board Ryan Blaney along with the front bumper camera. And that view of the driver. Now he will get back on the lead lap. He took a wave around earlier because he exited the pits
pit road
2
open.
laps down after having trouble on the left front on his first run of the day. Drove up past 16th on his last run and up past 20th on this one. There is the Kubota cam on board Ross Chastain today. It's currently 10th. And pit road is open.
Here we go.
Christopher Bell peels off in front of Regan.
Things going just the way that crew chief Adam Stevens wanted with that 20 car. The track position now having a chance to adjust on it. Snug early in the corner, then just a little bit free after. A great last change for them, though. And the 5 car of Kyle Larson continues to be good. Just a little bit free landing, but comfortable. Jamie?
And Bubba Wallace, they're going in the right direction for him. He came on the radio and said, we just need a half number, slight adjustment for longevity, and we will be good. The 22, Joey Logano, took extra time on that right rear. Neutral balance at this point, needs more grip overall. They'll do that with a little more air pressure, Mike.
When Kyle Larson got into a beehive of traffic, a storm of traffic right in the middle of pit road. And here's how they came off with Bubba Wallace up front, Byron second, Larson dropping to third.
Number 23, number 24. 23, number 24, per the camera.
Yeah, okay, that's coming through. Knew that was coming, didn't we?
Tower 22, 4, 2, 17, 8, 3, 43. Read that for the camera. 22, 4, 2, 17, 8, 3, and 43.
So Logano continues on.
Problems for the 6.
Oh, that's Keselowski on pit road then. As they continue then to push through. Logano coming in across it as well.
Where we start the tail along the slide and putting out of the box. 20, putting out of the box, we start staying along the slide. Pit road is closed. It'll be 1 to go when they get here. 12 chooses last for repass. 20 when she starts the tail along the slide.
Christopher Bell will have to do it all again. He's to the rear.
Oh, it goes from bad to absolute worst.
And he's still going to win the race.
Nobody left on pit road, so we can you're clear across the wall.
54 to the rear.
Is it really?
It's already there.
Let's go down to Fox.
Welcome back to the Pennzoil 400, presented by Jiffy Lube at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 110 laps in, working the 3rd caution flag of the day. Bubba Wallace, the race leader, after pit stops. Now, Christopher Bell came out of his pit, was going down pit road, and, well, Larry, we're going to let you unpack this. This is something I don't think we've seen before.
Well, let's take a listen to the radio, and that's going to tell a big part of the story.
Stopping somebody, Fox. Tighten up the left sides. Tighten up the left sides. tighten up the left down there. They got the left front. They did not get the left rear. That's fine. It was the left front. Good job there. I was running it to tell him which one to do. Good job there.
That is heads up racing.
Thanks for giving me the heads up.
So he stops in his teammate, the 19's pit box, further down pit road. And they get that single lug nut tightened, and out he goes. Now, Larry.
What do you think, JT? Jack?
It's better than getting a 2-lap penalty for a loose wheel on track.
That's actually really smart, to be honest. I gotta give him credit there. It's also the benefit of having more than one car looking at JTG.
It's going well.
Heads up by Adam Stevens. My gosh. Great call. Now here's Bubba Wallace taking the lead as he pulls out and races down pit road with William Byron.
That was a great pit stop for the 23 car. Guys have been on fire today. Took that lead back. We won it.
Meanwhile, Austin Cindric pitted twice. Thought he had a loose wheel. Stopped to get it tightened. Second time around. Well, when you're hot, you're hot. That was a great call by Adam Stevens in the heat of battle, but
absolutely,
boy, things have been going their way.
I've never seen that before.
Wallace, Byron, Larson Reddick, Barry Hocevar as we come back to green.
Racing again now. 53 laps to go. We're back to green flag running. Wallace, Byron, Larson, Reddick, Berry, Hocevar, Almendinger, Suarez, Logano. But this is often where we see the big one coming in. They've got to take it very carefully as we head down the backstretch and spin already.
Ooh.
Caution's out and tire
Back him
loose.
out of it. You're clear caution car. They have a wheel back there or a tire carcass. That's true.
Kyle Busch out. Wheel came loose. Not
That's
the fault of the
entire
team.
rim gone.
Rim gone. Tire gone. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like a dreidel, it comes to a stop. Busch in
that
trouble.
count as a loose wheel?
No, that can't. He hit the wall when it came loose.
Unless the wheel actually came off.
Did it come loose before? Oh, it fails on him. Oh, don't know if that counts, Jack. What do you think?
I need a better angle than that to see if the tyre came off, because I think the tyre might have come off.
Here you go. I'm going to slow it down for us. It looks
9, 22, 4, 3, 17, 43, 1, 9, 47, 60, 41, 35, 7, 42, 38, 34, 10, 3 passes the 11, 6, 12, 2, 71, 54, 48, 88, 20, 19, and 51.
Jack.
I think the wheel came off, personally. I think the wheel came off. I think that's what caused the accident there. So therefore, technically, that would be a 2-lap penalty, wouldn't it?
Hold the 8 for 2 laps.
Oh, that's unfair.
There we go. Thank you very much, everybody. The little R1 is a genius.
That's unfair.
It's identical as Briscoe's for me, so I think, yeah. Has to be. It's unfortunate. That will also be a suspension then as well for the Jackman and the tyre changer, because the wheel was loose.
Well, it just goes from bad to worse, doesn't it?
One thing NASCAR's generally very consistent on is loose wheels. And that'll be 2-lap penalty and probably a suspension for the Jackman and the tyre changer too. Oh, it will be actually.
It will happen.
Unfortunate for Kyle Busch. He's not had the best run in the last year. He's got so close to wins on so many occasions. Crews, meanwhile, at Vegas, you could say are truly gambling today. I will see myself out.
Very nice. Bye-bye. Just trying to find out what my laptop originally came with. In terms of what's in the box. Came with a USB-C charge cable. So this cable should work which means it's linked to with the laptop, I think. It's all confusing when you go through the choose rule. As the action continue on. 84 days to Michigan. TV race control. TV for the race control and channel order. Absolutely. Hamlin is our free pass for this stage.
Someone said Bubba is the greatest driver. Changed my mind. Dale Earnhardt case closed.
Seems like it's a definite there. Let's head back to Fox.
To make a call, you know, to do things and try to please everybody. You're not going to please everybody, but if you rule with what you think is right instantly, and we have to officiate the things correctly, but it has been as sloppy as I've ever seen the officiating. Right hook, left hook, road course, short track, intermediate, I don't give what it is. Like, it is as simple as that Joey Logano over the line before the start-finish line call. It's that simple.
Well, if you want all the details and strong opinions, you want to tune in every Tuesday and Thursday to Kevin Harvick's Happy Hour, presented by Echo Park Automotive.
I didn't seem very happy there, Mike.
No, you didn't. Well, we had a lot to unpack there, didn't we?
There was a lot to unpack, and you know, I think passionate about what we do. And
sure, we want it right. We want to get it right. We want to get to there.
Yeah, and you know, I think when we look at everything that's happening today, there'll probably be some pretty strong opinions about what's happening all over this racetrack. So it's been a very interesting start to this race with all the mistakes, just one after another on pit road, or loose wheels, or speeding on pit road. And that's where a lot of these races have been won and lost, because the margins have become so slim to gain an advantage that you're right on the edge of mistake all the time.
All right, we are under caution. We've had pit stops, and we will update here in a minute. 116 laps complete in Las Vegas.
JT. Section 6, 31, Section 6, and 48, Section 7. 48, Section 7. Even to pit road, so Texas wanted to see you got down to the apron. And you follow that 51 and heavy just coming off the pit road home.
Bowman and McDowell penalty.
Bowman and McDowell?
Yep. What I heard too. I'll be to the rear of the field, speeding on pit road. NASCAR drivers learn how to not speed at Vegas. Challenge. Impossible. They are truly gambling.
8 to the garage behind the wall.
Oh, that's Bush.
Yeah, he's done.
Got a lot of work that needs doing.
He still owes the 2 laps, by the way, if NASCAR returns. If he returns to the race.
We've only had 2 cautions for tyres this season. Both come today.
Yeah, we didn't get one for Larson, did we? Because it was all the way in the gravel trap.
Yeah.
How long until we go back green?
I don't know, they've not said.
Oh, excellent. That means I can pop it.
About to turn in, thank you.
Take it.
Alright.
Pit road is closed. The 11 will choose laps with the free pass. 71 and 48 will restart the tail longest line. Both leading out pit road. There's 1 going back here.
There it is, 1 to go at the line.
Hold the
Hopefully
red.
gets back in time. We will have to...
The 20 choose ahead of the 54. The 20 choose ahead of the 54.
48 to go here in Las Vegas for the Pennzoil 400 working lap. 118 of 267 here at Las Vegas. And it's currently Byron, Larson, Wallace, Reddick, Hocevar, rounding out the top 5, Josh Berry, AJ Allmendinger, Daniel Suarez, Joe Logano, and Gregson rounds out the top 10. We'll go green with 46 to go in stage 2. We'll be coming to the choose this time. Get doubled up. Getting ready for the restart. Thoughts coming to the restart, Jack?
Yeah, should be an interesting restart. We've seen a lot of penalties today. The last time I saw this many amount of penalties.
That's correct. 11 is good there. Lights all around showing 1 go. The 24 is your control car. That is shows on the inside light.
last time I saw this many penalties, I was watching an FA Cup game that went to shootouts.
Absolute entertainment under caution. A couple of fans with an American football, and he completely missed catching it, and that went out on national television.
Inside lane for the penalty cars.
Inside lane for the penalty cars. We are doubled up, getting ready. 1 to go as we exit turn 2 on towards the backstretch. There is Christopher Bell having to work his way back up from the rear once again after he played the smartest move in NASCAR, definitely in a very long while. He's got Austin Cindric on his inside. It's Byron on the inside, Larson on the outside, in towards turn 3, getting ready for the restart, heading towards the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Second row, Reddick on the outside, Wallace on the inside, third row, Berry outside, Hostfar inside. Coming to the green, pit road is clear. There's confirmation. Coming to the green, pit road clear, and pace car pulls off the track. We now leave it to Byron, who is the control car, in towards the Echo Park Automotive restart zone. Green flag back out with 46 to go in stage 2. Good start from William Byron. Good start from the number 5 of Carl Larson as well, side by side in towards turn 1.
Well, this is going to be the problem, isn't it, JT? Exactly how long do we get? Because cautions breed cautions, and they're already going 3 wide mid-pack as they enter the backstretch. Byron, they're leading and already darting around in the midfield.
Yeah, 3 wide with Suarez, Hostfar and Bubba Wallace momentarily. Is that nearly 4 wide? Look at that gap. It's 4 wide. New leader, the 5 as he crosses the line. Reddick takes second away. Byron from first to third on the first lap of the restart, Jack.
Yes, absolutely. Byron carving his way through the field, and also Tyler Reddick as well. Those two 2311 cars look incredibly quick today, I have to say. Reddick, obviously, you know, championship 4 last season. That amazing pass, and that was a big block there by Daniel Suarez. I'm not sure Hosovar will be too best pleased with that. Back to you.
Payback from a couple of weeks ago.
Not at this track.
Yeah, not here, not now. That's not what they want, but that's exactly what they're going to try and do.
Track.
They will push each other a lot. Gregson. On the back then. Larson leading by Byron by 0.191. 44 to go in stage 2.
Philip reminding us it's 84 days till Michigan.
Are we covering Michigan? Do we know yet? We are covering, aren't we? Should be.
I mean, we're covering every race. It
no, but not about
depends
us.
on
Us.
How we're covering it, yeah.
Yeah, is that me and you? Well, you'll be there, but am I there? I hope so. Logano under pressure now from AJ Allmendinger. This is over 8th position. It's swept round the outside.
It's the one I'm not here for.
Oh, is it? Where is it? When is it?
8th of June.
Oh, the
where
one.
I'm at Vans for Euro NASCAR.
Where am I?
It's that one. You are MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, Aragon, and Touring Cars Thruxton.
Was I doing Thruxton? I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I don't know. We'll figure it out. Probably not doing Thruxton as the 8 car being held behind the wall in the pit lane. You can see on the driver tracker as the action continues on here.
It's not the best track to get to public transport-wise, by the way. It's in the middle of nowhere.
And I'm not doing Thruxton, think of that. Donington and Brands are quite easy to get to. Just wish Brands had a bit better Wi-Fi. I'm generally considering just getting Starlink and sticking it to my back. For the entirety of the weekend. Good broadcasting at the end then. Over the line again. Larson leading. Byron, Reddick, Wallace, Suarez, top 5. Berry, Hosefal, Allmendinger, Nagano and Chastain. As the action continuing on. 48 making his way back through the field though. Not too bad actually, considering he had that vibration. He's sort of been saved actually, hasn't he? He's back battling.
well, part of the Stage 2 podcast, JB.
Yeah.
This week, news has been emerging about rumours that NASCAR is returning to Montreal in 26 and 27.
That is a
Opinions?
shocker.
I can give some context to this from what I've heard based on a few rumours that I heard. I heard the rumours were that Xfinity or Trucks would be there next year.
Yeah.
And then Cup would be there.
Van Gisbergen in another puncture. Sorry, Jack.
Oh, SVG sending it down. I know he's down below the apron, so it won't cause a caution, but SVG in big trouble.
Well, Red Bull definitely is not giving him wings.
How did you see that before me? We're 6.
Because your TV pictures are behind. Hold on. I will tell you when I next change cameras from the camera angle you're on. Changing cameras. Now, onto the NASCAR switch.
Yeah, that's
there.
a bit behind.
So, that's
about 2-3 seconds. Yeah, the tyre just blew.
That must be bodywork for a second puncture.
Yeah.
So in he comes. The 35's going around the outside as well. Just swapping back. How's that now, JT? You're on mute.
Changing camera angles. Now.
I think we're back in sync. Excellent. Larson and Byron. Go on, Jack.
Half a second at most.
Yeah, that's perfect. JT, do you want to know something interesting?
Go on.
My other tooth is hurting on the opposite side. Same one, opposite side.
Oh, God.
Yeah, a little bit of jaw ache. I think I've just overdone it this weekend. So I've got just a bit of jaw ache still.
Free pass was Denny Hamlin out of all people, by the way, last time. So it's Denny Hamlin and Ryan Blaney. I believe Hamlin hasn't had a free pass this year. Let me just check.
It's a bad day to be
I don't think so either.
Yeah,
no, he hasn't.
It's a bad day to be, to call an old bingo phrase, 2 fat ladies. 888. Both of them in trouble, look, both in the pit lane, and laps down now. You have 8. Not going in great, is it? 34 to
Bell's
go.
complaining his...
Pass through 2 crew members over the wall. 88, 2 crew members over the wall, pass through.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
Bad to worse. Jack, continue.
Yep, Yep, so that's 88. Pass through penalty. Too many crew members over the wall. It goes from bad to worse to awful to can I go home for SDG.
To Cass, yeah. Absolutely catastrophic.
Yeah, it's not been the best couple of hours, has it?
It's clear he's come down.
Okay.
To pit road.
Good. Generally considering it might just be easier and safer all round if I just buy one of Megan's laptops to fix all the problems. However, that doesn't mean that...
Watch out.
I don't know, it's going to be a confusing couple of days.
8, 2 fast, entering 6 to 1, owes another pass through.
How on earth is he doing this? Shane Van Gisbergen he's been giving so many penalties, they're sending it back to V8s. This is mad.
Bro, okay, let's go over that again. SVG, pass through penalty, speeding.
He's in the pit lane
Oh
now.
my, I am done. Literally. SVG is conceding more penalties than the World Cup final 3 years ago.
By the way, he's probably still going to get done now.
That would be amazing.
He committed too late to the pit lane entry blend line.
NASCAR chasm. If there are four loose wheels in a race, they should be able to join forces and find a car and enter the following week's race.
I agree.
Mike.
88 past it. No, I'm joking.
JT,
There's a mic.
There you go.
There's a mic in chat. There's a mic in chat. Is there? Hello, Mike.
Hello. Right. I could do a bit of a sit down.
Google user says they're so mad they missed the F1 race. I am too, but I needed to sleep.
Do you know, I was a bit meh about the F1 race, personally.
What?
It looked enjoyable.
I don't know. There's something about it. It was a great race. Very entertaining. But I'm going to say this. It wouldn't have been entertaining.
NASCAR is better.
No, it wouldn't have been entertaining if it hadn't rained. If that was a normal race, it would have been boring. Because there would have been nothing. There was no one there to give us an interesting race.
But
even
there
when we were on
was
dry
rain.
tyres. Yeah, but as a season opener, it's just given us more questions than answers. Hopefully, something that China can give us next week. But it's a sprint weekend, so we're going to have to wait until Japan, which isn't really representative either. So it's going to be Bahrain, where we finally find out our running order.
From 2 laps down to now 20th and on the lead lap, Ryan Blaney is on the move again and is slicing and dicing through traffic at will. That is from Dustin Albino, a digital content editor at everyone's favourite website, J-Ski's Silly Seas.
Could be Christie on top.
So 4 cautions. We'll have at least 5 in this race. 5 cautions matches what we had last time out here at Las Vegas. So it's kind of
Seth
nice.
Eggert has done research.
Oh, what's he got?
Last time I'm aware of a similar instance was Evernham Ham Motorsports attempting to have Jeremy Mayfield and Casey Kahn stop in their teammates' box because they ran out of fuel at Kansas and couldn't make it to their box and NASCAR didn't allow it. Another case that comes to mind was in the 1960s when AJ Voigt pitted in a teammate's box for fuel in the Daytona 500, although at that time there wasn't a rule against doing so, or one against pitting outside the box for that matter.
Yeah. Jack, what were you saying?
Oh no, I was just correcting the pronunciation of Casey Kane.
Oh, I see. This cable.
You will be.
Oh, you meanie. That was mean. That was very, very mean. Go on, Jack, continue.
Kane will be in the Rockingham Xfinity race, just to remind you all, for Richard Childress Racing. So, sponsored by... No, this is going to get confusing. He's in a Richard Childress car, sponsored by Hendrick Cars.
You're right, that's going to get confusing.
Make it make sense.
It's a weird one to keep an eye out, to be fair. We'll find it and have a way through. I've just thought of a solution as well, by the way.
Blaney now up to P16.
Really? Oh, okay. So Blaney having to improve time off. Let's go quickly. Josh Berry up in 6th place as things currently stand. Holding it together. As the racing continues. Larry.
They only have 8 set for the entire race. They've already blown through 4 of them. If we get a break out of a lot of cautions in that final stage, you want to make sure you got sticker tires in your pits.
That's a good point, Larry. That last part, especially. This is pretty uncharacteristic for this race, having all these troubles and everything. It's created some pit stops that probably weren't expected.
Well, here's Eric Jones coming after the number 12 of Ryan Blaney. Blaney had been one of the fastest cars all day coming up from the back of the field, but has he maybe used it up?
Well, I think that a lot of this is just about the positioning of your car, and when you don't make that pass or don't complete the pass or side draft or somebody air blocks you, it slows you down, backs your momentum up, you lose some time, but now you're going to see Ryan Blaney drive away. But I believe he's like I said earlier, I believe he's definitely got one of the fastest cars, and he's going to put himself in position to contend in that top 5 before this is all said and done.
He's not the only one, though. There's a lot of them having trouble this time more than the last. I mean, look back at Bell. He hasn't really went anywhere. Neither has Alex Bowman that was up front running really well.
Another driver who's mired back in the pack.
Look, go! It's Skillerland!
34, get your inside with the restart zone, nose into the wall, continue out. Leaders on the 3, last one to go by will be the 54.
Todd Gillerland rubs the wall at turn 1 and 2. And Larson now will have to do it all over again. Here it is. Now he's battling with the 47 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Or Stenhouse, sorry. Oh, well, actually.
No, that's not on Stenhouse.
Stenhouse got hit by Gilliland. He got Gillilanded.
Yeah, no, Gilliland. Gilliland just went in the wall on his own.
Yeah, it was really weird how it snapped as well. Stenhouse comes up the track.
Haley a little bit too.
If he hadn't come up, that was a door bang. That was fine, Jack. What do you think?
Yeah, I feel bad for Stenhouse there because that's not his fault.
No.
That's just Gilliland. A slight lack of talent.
So, caution's out. Bush getting ready to go back out. Let's head back to Fox.
2-lap penalty.
Free pass to Ty Gibbs. Yeah, still is that penalty now.
For 2 laps for the loss of
still
the
has to
wheel.
serve it.
Yes.
To try to get back up to minimum speed and continue in the race. So Gibbs gets back on the lead lap. That'll leave Cody Ware 2 laps down. Chase Briscoe 3 laps down. Van Gisbergen 8 laps down. And however many Kyle Busch has lost in the garage, which we won't know until he comes back on track.
Oh, Iagura has been disqualified from the MotoGP race for non-homologation software.
Who has?
Iagura.
Okay.
Kyle Larson on the 1.5 miles has been just stellar. His 4 wins in the next-gen car, the most of any driver. 4 second-place finishes, 11 stage wins, and over 1,200 laps led. Puts him in a league by himself.
Larry, you were just talking about what tire scenario and what this has done with all these crazy scenarios happening on pit road. What does this do to us?
It does not do good for it because they're going to come right now. We've run 27 laps. You're going to have to come again at the end of stage 2. That will leave you 2 sets of stickers for that final stage. You have your qualifying scuffs that has a lap or 2 on them, but you prefer not to use those.
Okay.
5th caution flag of the day. And it comes out, we've raced a little less than 30 laps on this set. A lot of penalties today. Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Alex Bowman, and Christopher Bell have all had pit penalties of one sort or another.
Yeah, and some of them penalize themselves just by, correcting a problem.
8 has been released.
Finally.
Because he has to pull out around that 41, and the other guys seem to have a cleaner shot off of pit road. So let's see what happens right here.
Pit road is on. Anyone going to
Now, I've got a feeling they're going to follow the 24, 5, 23, and 45 guys.
Let's have a look. Regan Smith.
24 car. William Biden running in 2nd place right now. Car is good and clean air. He likes it when he gets up front.
Oh, would you look at that?
A little more front response out of what his front tires are doing. And the 5 car, Kyle Larson, still is really good. Cliff Daniels asked him, need anything for a short run? He said, nope, just keep it as it is. Jamie?
And the 45 at Tyler Reddick, pretty good, tightened up, and then it got loose. Now he wants an adjustment just to tighten him up, but he's happy with it. The 23 of Bubba Wallace said he just needs a little help on fire off, but otherwise they're good. Those 2311 cars are putting in the work today, looking good.
A couple of cars out quick from pit lane with just 2 tires for Chastain.
Go on.
I'm not a rocket scientist, but I don't think that worked very well. They had a lot of repetitive camera angles, and was that person doing the 2-fingered salute to the camera just then?
Absolute legend.
But yeah, that is what happens when you put the same cameras in multiple boxes. It's just multiple replays. and same camera angle. It's not the best trying to follow those pit stops. Anyway, 16 to go. Caution down the Nellis straight. And, well, it would be cool if the safe barriers were green when it was green, but no, they're painted yellow, not LED lighted yellow.
Really?
Yeah. Believe it or not, they are painted.
Stenhouse appears to have fairly minimal damage from that hit.
Okay.
That waiver on Desert was under penalty when this caution period started, so he needs to follow the tail longest line. 8 is not waiver eligible.
Yeah, the longest line for Bush, did they say?
I think so, JT. Sounded like it, didn't it?
What?
Tail the longest line for Bush.
Yeah, because he's not wavering eligible.
Pit road is closed. We want to go to 51 and 19 waiver eligible to pass the caution car. 8 was under penalty when the caution period started.
Do continue.
Close red. 54.
3 passed. I'll just finish their sentence for them. So we'll be going green with 13 to go in stage 2, if I've calculated that correctly, guys.
54 was shoes last in the free pass of 34. Pitting shoes 2 was under penalty.
I think you are right, yes. Certainly looks that way to me. Interesting.
Okay. Jeff Clark has gone back on the in-car cam to hear the Bell radio chatter throughout the incident.
Lead 1 is a control card shows the inside lane.
And let's hear from Ryan Blaney first.
Did the best they can to get up there for you. What was the yellow for?
The 19 lost a right rear tire there on the pit stop, I believe.
They can wait till the pit cycle's over.
Yellow. 88 spot on the back, down low. Should be the free pass here.
Ryan Blaney started this race in the back due to a practice crash, and he has been playing catch-up all day long.
Yeah, there was 2 parts of that equation. Obviously, that wheel coming off of Briscoe's car was a problematic situation, but it made a bad situation worse because they had a bad pit stop.
So 5 caution flags so far.
Yeah, go on, Jesse. Go, sorry.
Bell pulls out of his box and is going down pit road, and Stevens says, are we okay on that left front? You need to stop in somebody's box. Bell is like to the grass halfway down pit road when he's told this. Spotter, stop in a box. Stevens, tighten up the left sides. Bell dodges cars and cuts back down to Briscoe's pit box and stops. Stevens, tighten up the left down there. They do it and he leaves. Bell, they got the left front. They did not get the left rear. Stevens, that's fine. It was the left front. Spotter, good job there. Bell, you guys too. Pace car off, down into pit road, coming to the restart.
Here we go again then, with 14 laps to go of stage 2. We go green with 13 remaining for the Pennzoil 400s. Jones on the outside, Chastain down low, getting a bump in as well from Hamlin. Larson in there too, the young pushing old as well. This is going to be an interesting run.
Three wide back. 4th, guys.
Yeah.
Osavar!
Yeah, he touched that low line as well.
Inside of Reddick. Brilliant move there.
Suarez round the outside as well. Larson muscling his way in, but that's...
I'm gonna thread the needle right there. Oh, is he gonna make it stick? He's between Eric Jones and William Byron.
Byron went below the line there. Is that going to be a problem as these 3 run together? Good. Bubba pushes the 43, and that disrupts Larson enough. So
Bubba might try his own move here.
Oh, that's tight from Bubba, but he's got the advantage. He's got the 43 as a slipstreamer in front of him. Larson almost tries to disrupt that. And Hocevar's coming into play as well.
Hocevar will help the 2 Chevys, obviously.
Yeah. Chastain going for stage 2's victory. If they can hold it together, stage 2, there's going to be a biggie.
And Byron gets past Larson. Here is Hocevar.
Who very, very nearly turned Larson when Larson came to the middle to low line.
That's the clearest I've heard JT in years. Whatever you've done to your mic, that's good.
I haven't touched it.
Well, a setting is working finally. I have actually damaged my jaw, I figured out. It's not anything to do with the teeth, I've just hurt my jaw. So,
congratulations.
I've talked my jaw off here into the commentary box. Berry with Suarez. Still going down low. Swing low, sweet chariot. Not a bad race, 9 to go. I regret that I won't be here in a couple of weeks.
Which race would that be?
I think it's the next 2 I'm not here for, JT.
Where are we? There
The
we are.
Homestead and Martinsville.
Yeah, because you've got Thermal Club and MotoGP.
So, you two...
Oh!
How
What a save!
Jones nearly in the wall exit of the backstretch.
I've now been deafened by the little owl himself.
That was close, though.
No worries, mate.
Here it is again, Jack. He just got tagged by Bubba ever so slightly.
I don't think he touched
No,
him.
he didn't. Is that the ear then? The disruption from behind?
I just think he loses it. I don't think there's any air disruption there. What an unbelievable save there by Eric Jones.
109 to go. Chastain and Byron battling, and Larson's right there too for stage 2 victory. And now here comes Jones with Hamlin, and we've got Reddick involved going down low as well. Reddick takes the pair of them, moves up into 9th place. Stanhouse Jr.'s in there too. Yeah, so the next 2 weeks, presumably JT and Owl are going to be alongside Matthew Owens and the USOM boys.
NASCAR Chasm has just posted the Christopher Bell incident on pit road. That dude on the road trip with the timid bladder that has to make a pit stop every half mile.
That would be hilarious. Oh, that was an official's radio beeping. Byron is your new race leader. That's what it will be. Byron leads Larson. Chastain's dropped back to 3rd as we cut to the camera at the front stretch. 5. There you go. 5 to go in stage 2.
There's Chastain behind both of them, though. Maybe he could have something to say about Larson's 2nd place.
Chastain's going to fly in once again, looking for the lead of the race back. Fans cheering on in the grandstands. You don't want to be watching a
Very nice.
Oh, lovely. A lady picking her teeth and then rubbing her crotch. That's just what we need on prime time television, don't we? Look, kids, Mummy's on TV. Ah!
And I've now been deafened by JB. Are we looking at Ricky Stenhouse pitting?
I don't know.
10th.
10th
Oh,
as things
he's in
stand.
10th. Okay, then maybe that's good for him. Probably, I don't know.
Last of the stage points, that would be.
I will be back. I am just clipping that.
Larson to the inside line of Byron for the lead of the race with 3 to go. They nearly touch into 3 and 4.
He thought you was going to cut straight across him there. Chastain's well behind. It's between the Hendrick boys now.
Well, Larson won here this race last year. He's looking to do it again. 2 to go in stage 2. Larson likes this track,
Byron's
though.
going to get him again.
Yeah, Byron's going to have him back. Well, it's either Byron or Bell who tends to win races this year, so let's just stay with Byron doing it. This will be the first race all season long, by the way, that Bell hasn't won a stage.
Bubba and Hocevar battling it out. Oh.
Bubba won a stage.
And Bubba's going to side draft him there.
Yeah.
Final lap of the stage here.
Here we go. Checker flag being prepared. Green checkered will go out. Kyle Larson holding off from Byron as Bubba Wallace and Carson Hocevar doing battle.
Hocevar, I think Hocevar chose not to get into him there. He had the option to, and he chose not to. I respect that.
Larson wins stage 2 of the Pennzoil 400. Byron, Chastain, Wallace, Hocevar.
For the North, which includes stage 2.
He's back, and it's about time. Kyle Larson wins stage number 2 at Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the Pennzoil 400. That's more like it, as we've got black screens ahead of us. There we go, finally. So the 2 and the 5 have won so far today.
Sweeper 351 will be the last one by, as long as Texas 1 and 2. Elgin 51 last one to go by. He's center of the back stretch now, then you can get position.
Yeah, good stuff, good stuff. Right, what did you make of stage 2 then, Jack?
Solid. There were some parts of it I enjoyed. It was generally just alright. It was decent. All I really got. And Larson, Byron, clearly the 2 cars to beat, in my opinion.
51 free pass, 51.
Backstretch now. Once you get all your friends here, you can come on up. Sweeper, you just bug up around the jets on the high side. So you're moving at a pretty good clip there. But Elgin, go ahead and start to work those follow behind you. Jets here on the bottom, let the field come by you one more time. Coming over your right shoulder now.
Under caution in the stage 2 break. Kyle Larson, your stage 2 winner, followed by William Byron, Ross Chastain, Bubba Wallace, Carson Hocevar, Ryan Blaney, Daniel Suarez, Josh Berry, Tyler Reddick, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who was involved in the most recent caution before this one with Todd Gilliland. Jack, thoughts on stage 2?
Already gave him, but decent stage.
Yeah, it was alright. It was a classic stage 2 podcast, wasn't it?
Yep.
Sadly, it seems to be,
It's now time for your JB Motorsports weather update with
22
JT.
degrees Celsius, 71 Fahrenheit. It's a sunny day, couple of clouds in the sky, and wind is 8 miles per hour, 14 kilometers per hour southeast. Partly cloudy, humidity only 20%, JB.
You even got the music. How did you do that? Going through. Stage break. Let's head down to Fox and the latest from the team.
So, did anyone learn anything from this?
Nope. I'm relieved that this is over. I've never been more nervous in my whole life.
Drivers only. Friday night on Fox, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, with Craftsman Truck Series, led by Kevin Harvick.
That's scary. Just to hear those words.
That's a fun experience.
It is.
Everybody, I remember my first one, Kevin. I know you do. Fun environment, doing something different, taking a driver completely out of his comfort factor. Good place to be. It's kind of where I like to be. I know you like to be comfortable, but I don't like comfort.
So there is our staff for the drivers only telecast next Friday night on Fox. Joey and Brad will join Kevin in the booth. Austin and Carson will be on pit road. Now, last week we had some harsh comments for NASCAR and one of their single source suppliers with the spate of problems with power steering, a single source part. But Larry Mack did some investigating and found out the problem, well, may not be with the supplier or their quality control. Larry.
There is a lot more to the story. The rack and pinion and the power steering is built by a company called Woodward. And it's one of the single source parts that teams can do work within. You have to buy the components, whether it's the torsion bar, the piston size, the ratio. You have to buy those parts from Woodward, but they are working internally because, Mike, the ultimate goal is to make sure your driver has good power steering assist fast, but not robbing horsepower, because that power steering assist, it definitely takes horsepower away from the engine. So they're trying to walk that balance between making the power steering right, but not robbing horsepower.
So, Larry, the teams can modify those parts?
They can't modify them, but they're still working within there with different parts and pieces. So, yeah, they're not... Define modified, Mike.
I'm going to look at that gray area between the lines of the rule book and see if we can find that there.
NASCAR is working hard on this to try to make sure not more is being done than what's supposed to.
Thanks, Larry. Appreciate it. All right, pit road will be open this time. We still have 100 laps to race here in the Nevada desert. Hendrick Motorsports coming in 1-2, Larson and Byron. Regan.
William Byron continuing to have a solid day up here in the second position. Right now, the car too free. When he got out front, he was able to give good details about that. The 5 car of Kyle Larson reminded to stop short right here, as we've been talking about. Cliff Daniels keeps asking, anything we can help you with? He said, nope, it's good right now. And the 1 car, Ross Chastain, a good 2-tire car. Call a little bit too much ground contact when they got out front. Otherwise, decent. Jamie?
Bubba Wallace's 23 pit group in on their A game. Air pressure, only 4 tires with 77. Hocevar, he's blocked in, has to back it up, cost him serious time on pit road. There was a discussion whether to take 2 or 4. They took 4 on the 77.
Well, a lot of co-opetition there with where drivers stop in the box as to impede or not impede the car in front or behind. Kyle Larson with the stage win.
35.
Okay, seems interesting.
21, 4, 60, 45, 11, 47.
35.
11, and 47. Pushing at 23, 1, 12, 21, 4, 66, 0, 45, 1, and 11, excuse me, and 47.
Do carry on, Jack?
Yep, 35 to the rear. I don't know if that was a couple quicker.
Yeah, it was.
Speeding.
The end of the message just got caught.
Yeah. Speeding on pit road. Easy. Everyone loves speeding on pit road today.
10 to the rear, not for what you think. Removing equipment.
Wonder if we'll get a replay of that. That is Noah Grag. No, not Noah Gragson. I'm thinking last season.
T.
Who's the 10? Dylan,
T.
isn't it? Yeah.
Hi, Dylan.
I don't know where you're going with that one.
Normally I don't get a driver wrong. That's the first for me.
As we come out there and turn 4 shut down properly, and then you can pick up your speed stick on the track, and I'll let you know how to come off the pit road before I turn you in.
So under caution in the stage 2 to stage 3 break down the back stretch. Name the Nellis back straight here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. On board with the one of Ross Chastain, currently in 8th. Getting more stage points in this one, and well, everyone getting 4 tyres except Ryan Blaney and Daniel Suarez. That promoted Daniel Suarez up to 3rd, but will his 2 tyres cost him with having 2 new and 2 old in stage 3. Jack, starting with you.
Chris Buescher, by the way, has a loose wheel. Just thought I'd let you know.
Amazing.
Has to go on pit road.
Back to box.
Provided by Goodyear, celebrating 100 years of an American icon, the Goodyear blimp. We're at the end of stage 2. We're going to go down to pit road between pits 30 and 31 and join Chris and Jamie.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. Good place to enjoy the race. The question coming in, Christopher Bell, who could stop him? Maybe what could stop him? A loose wheel. And he's not the only one, as we have illustrated and they have pointed out throughout the race. Just a quick recap. People like Chase Briscoe, and this is how it's gone. A tire, wheels have been bouncing around. Even Ryan Blaney had to stop for a tire that cost him. And then Christopher Bell, who got as high as second after starting beyond 30th, had to work into another pit to change a tire, and that knocked him back a little bit. He has never led in this race. Kyle Busch also losing a wheel.
I mean, it's just been a day of penalties, Chris. You see right here, Kyle Busch loses that wheel. Didn't end his day, but they had to go back and work on that car multiple laps down now.
The Stage 2 winner, Kyle Larson, worth mentioning that every time Larson has won Stage 2 here in Vegas, he has gone on to win the race 3 previous times. What else are you noticing about the pit problems or pit penalties so far?
Yeah, I mean, 11 penalties so far today, 7 of those being pit road speeding penalties. Only had 4 speeding penalties last year, so everybody's pushing it to the limit, Chris.
35 and 10 to that list.
Success here. Austin Cindric, who won Stage 1, he's led the most laps, but he also had a loose wheel.
Yeah, and I like his teammate Ryan Blaney. I know that he's had an up and down day, had the tire issue early on, but he worked his way back up to 6th at the end of that stage. I think he's going to be a threat for those Hendrick cars before the race is over today.
All right, Mike, 11 different leaders so far. 16 is the... They hit that before this is all over. Back to you.
Thanks, Chris. Boy, pit road problems today, and we've just had a couple more. There are the drivers that have been affected. Let's add to the list Ty Gibbs speeding on this pit stop. Ty Dillon removing equipment from his pit on this stop. And Kyle Busch, 34 laps down, too fast entering pit road. Now up front, Michael McDowell and Austin Dillon did not pit at the end of the stage, so they will restart on the front row. They were last on pit road 20 laps ago, so they moved from 31st and 32nd all the way to the front of the field. Daniel Suarez took just 2 tires on his stop, and he will restart 3rd.
I like it. It's time to gamble. You got to give luck a chance to operate and do something different. You're mired back here all day long. 31st, 32nd place. Hocevar, or excuse me, McDowell obviously started on the pole, but
ready to get going then for stage number 3. Taking us to 2:67, 95 laps to go. What's our predictions then? Yes or no? Green or black? Into the restart zone. The Pennzoil 400 is go again. Stage 3. McDowell back to the front. Austin Dillon, the first time we've mentioned him today. Suarez and Larson. And Byron coming up high. And Dillon's dropped back so massively. Coming up in the middle, actually, is Ross Chastain with a superb start. Suarez and Larson side by side. And Dillon, yeah, he's dropping his way back there, Jack.
But he's going to get collected there.
Larson's going for the lead on McDowell. Larson's retaken the lead from 4th to 1st on the opening lap. Brilliant restart. Cracking, actually.
You can't beat that guy, can you? Kyle Larson with another brilliant
You can't beat him? Join him.
Yep. I completely lost my train of thought there.
It's been a better run. It's been a better attempt so far. So this race continues. Byron already looking down low. Try and take the 71. Sweet Byers. There was a little look at a competition, but with 92 laps to go, it's a nice controlled race start so far. What do you think about it, JT? We've got to restart.
It's been all right, hasn't it? No one binned it on the restart, which is good. Look at Suarez and Byron fighting. Daniel Suarez, what a day for him here at Las Vegas. Started 21st. He's now 2nd as he goes across the line, but William Byron around the outside trying to take 2nd away.
We'll keep that going then as the session goes on. Okay, rather interesting. I think yeah, okay. Huh. I'm even more confused right now, but we'll go with it. Alright, over we go with 91 to go.
Yep, update for everyone keeping an eye on Christopher Bell. Currently notified as 25th.
25th only?
25th, yeah. Okay. He's not been able to get higher up the field as he was able to on his first start from the back rear.
Do continue, Jesse.
Yeah, across the line to complete another lap. 89 to go in this race at
You know
the
what we
final
have?
stage.
He said, I feel like I have a better race car than we did here in the fall, and they finished third. He said, we're just a couple small adjustments away from dialing it in. He says the balance is good. They took this gamble with 2 tires, obviously, because they feel like the car is capable to hang up there.
Back to you, Jesse.
Yep, Larson still out front as we go across the stripe to complete another lap in 88 times. It'll be the checkered flag. But will we have overtime? That is the question. On board with the Pennzoil car of Ryan Blaney as we are looking in front to Bubba Wallace and Ross Chastain. Ross Chastain goes down to defend the low line. Who is that? Right up the high line, right up against the wall. That was William Byron trying to get the cut down on Daniel Suarez, who now look at this move. Great move from the high, right up against the wall, down to the low. That's giving him extra speed. Through goes Byron to reclaim second away from Suarez.
It'll be a cold attempt, but it's not too bad at the moment as they come down into turn 4, Jack. It's a clean restart.
Yeah, very nice clean restarts. Generally, the racing today has avoiding the crashes. There's not really been any collisions. The racing today has been incredibly clean. As we see here, that is Bell trying to get ahead of Zane Smith, who's having a relatively quiet season so far, Zane. It's been about where I expected him to be honest.
Yeah, Christopher Bell down on the low side. Zane Smith up on the high side. Now Chase Elliott getting involved in that. Look at Christopher Bell right on the rear bumper of Chase Elliott. Will he go down to the low side? No, he goes to the high side as Chase Elliott goes down low, JB, to defend that low side. Christopher Bell started 33rd, currently 24th.
They're still going to be on the attack, but Bell, don't count him out just yet. There'll still be something that needs to be sorted out in this race. Are the timing still working?
For me, yes, as we're on 1:83.84 to go as Cole Larson crosses the line one more time to complete another lap. 3 wide with Christopher Bell in the middle. Zane Smith on the inside, and up high, I believe that was the $43 tree car of Eric Jones. Yes, it was. As Eric Jones, Christopher Bell side by side down in towards 1.
Sorry, I'm fighting several technical issues up here in the booth right now.
SVG currently 8 laps down in 35th. Cole Busch 34 laps down. He is circulating, but he was behind the wall for the majority of that one. As Blaney overtakes Wallace for 5th place. Side by side, Ryan Blaney and Bubba Wallace. This battle in this Pennzoil 400. The US Air Force car on the outside, the Pennzoil Menards car on the inside, and look at the 45 car as well, the Monster Energy car, and that was very close for Ryan Blaney as he cuts down low on Bubba Wallace, Jack.
Yeah, those two racing each other fairly aggressively. Those two out off the track, best mates, by the way.
Yeah, on board. Go on.
I just thought I'd let you know they're best mates, but then Tyler Reddick's probably going to come round past both of them. On board right now with Chastain battling his teammate Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, back on board the Ford Performance car as we cut back to Larson, who completes another lap. 81 to go here at Las Vegas for this Pennzoil 400, and what a race it has been. A lively Stage 3.
It's giving us some entertaining running so far, Radio.
Crucival's just entered the 10 as well, by the way. He started 23rd.
Yeah, been in the top 10 quite a lot for Carson Hocefer as we are going.
Oh no! Cody Ware in a biggie! So Cody Ware crashing and brings out the caution flag. That was a biggie into the wall.
That car is done.
Yeah, we're just ready to go. Last one to go by you be start and finish line now. Leaders in turn 4.
Those wheels, like all 4 wheels, are at least
34 free pass. Clean up to once the EE goes by, just pick up anything on the high so you can see the marks on the wall right in front of that line up there in the gravel on the banking.
Yeah, okay.
I think that looked like a self-spin, personally. And again, it's Cody Ware. There's a high chance he wasn't racing anyone at the time.
Political is how they come into it. So I think I am solving several issues at once up here in the comments box. So yeah, it's
the YouTube chat.
Yeah, it's one of those days.
Rocket-powered Mohawk was right. F1 fans are impossible to please.
Is that about me saying that Australia wasn't
yes,
actually that good?
I think it is.
pit road open this time.
True though. There's a reason I've distanced myself from that area of motorsport. I'm just so fed up with how the sport's being run.
Okay, I'm convinced I've got the wrong cables. I've convinced myself I've got the wrong cables. Let's get out back to Fox.
Knievel's ride, shades of the Snake River Canyon. Cody Ware is okay. He's climbed out. The AMR safety crew right on the scene, but that's a tank slapper right there.
It's got out from underneath of him.
A weird one.
Regan?
24 car William Byron. After a couple laps, the car came to him. It was good, not asking for any adjustments. The 5 car of your leader, Kyle Larson, no comments at all on the radio. Jamie?
Bubba Wallace said his biggest fear is getting too tight for the end of this run, so they will free him up just a little bit. The team's been on it. The 99 of Daniel Spohr is happy to get rid of those 2 tires. They put 4 on.
Kyle Larson got a great launch, and he will lead most of the field off pit road. Way out in front of them is Ross Chastain again with a 2-tire gamble.
I saw Bowman backing up back into his stall. Speaking of backing into his stall,
Ty Gibbs.
He is backwards in his stall. Hocevar was pulling out of his box and
turned him in. That's a legal stop, right, Larry?
He's in his box, so it is legal.
There you go.
Doesn't say exactly what configuration you have to be there.
He's had a bad day, though. Hocevar hasn't, and that
Let's go, fellas.
took Hocevar back out of the
Well, he had a tough night
track
last
position
night.
that
He ran
had.
that Highland Sprint Car Series and had a triple barrel roll flip. Climbed out, was okay in his debut in that series.
Road collision there.
As we clean up from Cody Ware up in turns 3 and 4. There's some Hocevar radio.
You might as well just take 4. Wait, second there.
I can understand that frustration.
I think he was speaking Morse code.
Here it is.
Was that 100,000? 200,000?
Ooh, he's trying to lead, but Gibbs is already nosed into that pit box.
Yeah, so there's
tough.
There's 2 ways that can work. The 54 waiting for the 77, and a lot of times slower unfortunately with Cody Ware, but a lot of times the crew chiefs or the teams will communicate back and forth when they're pitted next to each other like that, and they'll say, hey, we're going to do 2, and a lot of times they'll tell the car that's coming into the pit stall that we need to wait, we're just going to do 2 tires, or the guy that's only putting on 2 tires has to know and should be looking in his mirror to know that that car is coming around, and you got to wait. You can't just gas it up and drive into the side.
How about this camera work?
Yeah, when this left front tire starts flopping around right here.
Well,
stuff flying.
It's not attached to much.
No. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I don't think that's meant to happen on the
Andy
front
Mitchell,
left.
Mike Drana, Steve Sajak, all of our camera guys. Eddie O and Dave Miller, Terry Ford, all of them. We really appreciate your efforts week in and week out to bring us these great pictures.
Just quickly, JB, everyone except Chastain, Cindric, Elliott, and Bell.
You think the mailman's got it tough through rain, through sleet, through dark of night? Nothing shall stay these cameramen from their appointed rounds. Next Sunday, the NASCAR Cup Series is in Homestead, Miami Speedway. All our camera guys will get a nice tan, I hope, as we get ready with pre-race at 1:30 Eastern and the green flag at 3 o'clock. Only right here on FS1.
Always one of the best races of the year. Such a unique, styled mile-and-a-half racetrack. They may be the same size, but they will drive nothing alike, running right up next to the fence, all the way around the corner on both ends to be the fast car.
There's our crew, hard at work. Well, except for Drano. I wouldn't call that work. Looks more like fun to me. Larry?
Yeah, Mike, this sets up an interesting situation. If you see smoke coming out of our booth, it's not artificial. I promise you there's a lot going on in here right now. Because as I mentioned earlier, with that stop right there, even with these guys changing just rights, that still kills a set of tires. So right now, for the most part, everybody has 2 sets of stickers, and they have their qualifying scuffs. Now, we're going to go back racing with probably somewhere 72, 73 laps to go. That's outside the fuel window, but let me remind everybody, Joey Logano ran 72 laps in September to win that race, making 1 less stop than everybody else. We've got a lot of cars on the lead lap. You may see some at the very back come in and at least top off to see where we go from there.
32 of our 36 starters, Larry, are still on the lead lap, and that'll include Todd Gilliland, who gets the free pass. He earlier, on the last caution, he came in before pit road was officially opened. They were there for a couple of laps making repairs, but now Gilliland will be the 32nd and final car on the lead lap. We've got Chase Briscoe down 1, Van Gisbergen 8 laps back, Kyle Busch 34, and they've just hauled Cody Ware's car to the garage. A couple of late stops to top off. This will be Gilliland again and Alex Bowman. What do you think of this 2-tire gamble at this stage?
Well, I vote for 2 tires never, but that was just that was just my downfall, and I think when you look at Ross Chastain and his team, they've made this work a lot. I've seen this over the years. These guys have definitely gambled and done this 2-tire strategy a lot, but it's worked out for them today. They've definitely come out on the positive side of things, and I think the closer you can keep yourself towards the front of the pack, and now you've got the lead, as little amount of time on the left side tires as any point in the race.
Carson Hocevar is trying to come out of his pit. And when he fires off, you'll see Ty Gibbs come into the picture from the right there. I mean, he's already there.
Yeah,
so
and, I think that's on Carson or the communication between the 2 teams. But Ty Gibbs is already almost into his box, and from a driver's standpoint, in the top of the 77 pit box, you got to be aware of where that car is to know that you want to take off and you don't want to lose time, but you can't just run into the side of the guy in front of you coming into a stall.
Definitely a lack of communication on either one of them, or both of them, maybe, for that matter. I noticed Carson was outside on the outer portion of his box as well.
1 to go, JT Stanley.
Obviously, he came around somebody as well.
He had to come around Bubba Wallace right there, and he was definitely stopped short in his pit box. But
he was way out towards the outside line.
And that's the danger in the 2-tire stuff, especially when everybody's on pit road doing different things.
All right, now there's the choose. I want to show you something that happened on the last stop. Here is the 5 pit box for Kyle Larson. Larson stopped short in the box. Much later, lead lap car, here comes the 41. He stopped way long in the box because he knew that Larson would be exiting, and that's an example of that. It's a great Darrell Waltrip word, co-opetition. Work with the fella next to you so neither one impedes the other. Just the opposite of what happened between Hocevar and Gibbs a little bit ago here.
Row 1, Chastain inside, Larson outside. Row 2, Cindric inside, Elliott outside. Row 3, Swerves inside, Byron outside. Row 4, Bell inside, Blaney outside. Row 5, Reddick, Gregson, McDowell, Wallace, Hamlin, Priest, Stenhouse, Keselowski, Berry, Austin Dillon, Allmendinger and Jones is the first 10 rows of this restart.
How's the YouTube studio looking, JT?
It is all right. 251, 556. Yeah.
Lovely. Green flag. We are running again here for the Pennzoil 400. Larson on the high
I love
line.
how
Just a low line.
only JB knows what I was talking about then.
It's packed up. Look at that.
Suarez tried to go for a move.
And it packed
causes a little bit of a stack up there.
Yeah, that's going to be a big one. Okay, the spinner. He's out.
Put it out, backstretch.
Blaney too.
Blaney spins out with the 43.
Jones as well.
Blaney and Jones bang wheels several times, but the 47 had already spun around. Ricky Steinhaus had already spun it around on the back stretch. And then there was contact 3 times between Jones and Blaney. Weird restart, that one.
That's all right. I thought he took it fairly hard at this. Dylan, I think, got caught in that a little bit too.
Dylan did,
but
yeah.
No, and just hoping, what's his name's all right. Because he went straight towards the inside wall.
Yeah.
Okay, it looks like he didn't hit it. Fair enough.
There's a long run off here, so he should have got it through all right. Let's take another look at it. Well, watch further back then.
Get in the lineup shortly.
So here's the 47 on the picture. Well, he spins off first. Who's behind him? The 21 of Josh Berry. And in front is Denny Hamlin. Well, here's the replay finally.
Move Suarez tries to go for here, like, mate, that's never going to work. There's contact, actually. That's never going to work there, in my opinion.
19 free pass.
Bubba touches the 4. Yeah, Bubba touches the 4, and then they all just spin round, and Dylan hit the back of 43.
Sorry, JB, line up.
Go up.
9, 1, 24, 2, 20, 45, 99, 4, 71. DTBs are on the bottom. We'll come up with the exits. Everything started middle back on that 1-2 coming off of pit road. It'll come up your right shoulder before you're out of sight. Caution car is in the field at the start finish line now. TBs are on the bottom. That race car will allow you.
Good pull there.
After the 24 is the 2, 20, 45, 99, 4, 71, 23, and 11.
Okay,
yeah,
that's...
Blaney was not happy.
Yeah. Not too good there.
I just read Blaney's radio. Yeah, he is not particularly pleased.
Not surprised.
23, 11, 60, 21, 16, 42, 35, 6, 77, 17, 22, 7, 10, 48, 54, 38, 41. Pit road be open to the caution car.
Here's what happens again. Let's have a look. Is it AJ who gets into the back of him? A little light push, and that just seems to send him round. Save, by the way, by Stenhouse to avoid it hitting the wall, though.
Yeah, closed it in again.
It's Jones. Oh, so someone skims the wall ahead.
Yeah.
Other skims the wall, and that causes everything.
Several contacts coming in as well. Pit road.
Yeah, below that way, on that side.
Kyle Larson leads them on to pit road, and this is going to be fuel only for Larson and a lot of these top contenders.
Mike, we're there. We're there. You make sure that thing's full of fuel, save all you can under caution, you're there.
What do you got left for tires, Larry?
Well, if you didn't put stickers on that time, you've got 2 sets of stickers and your qualifying scuffs. So even if you put tires on, 1 set of stickers, 1 set of scuffs for basically 65 laps of racing.
Well, and look at this. Now you see Ross Chastain flip it there. He put 4 tires on, and the leaders put no tires on. So this will be interesting. Jamie?
Bubba Wallace had a really good car, led 20 laps today, and you saw him get squeezed into the wall there when they were 4 wide. Had damage on the left rear. You see him taping it up there with Barabon. They swapped out and decided to put scuffed tires on because they only have 1 set of sticker tires remaining. So they'll continue to work here, Mike.
Thanks, Jamie.
35, too fast, section 13. 35.
Cosmetic damage on Bubba Wallace's car. Dare we listen in to Ryan Blaney's radio?
Who caused that, Tibby? Was it my fault? I mean, we were 3 wide. We had 2 out, 1 in. I'm as close as I can get to the 20, so I don't know. The 20 apparently just shoves it through the middle. Doesn't have any regard for anybody, apparently. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm talking with spotter Tim Fedowa, and as we've said, it looked as if Bell did.
12 behind the wall.
Yeah, okay.
Watch this impact. Oh, gosh. Yeah, that first impact, I mean, that's probably full lock on the Hans and then smacking it back against the back of the seat. So they've done a lot of work inside the car on the foam and some of the things that they've had you do with your headrest over the past couple years. You see why right there.
3 to the garage.
6 cars involved.
Yeah, there was a lot of cars that just barely got through there. It could have been way worse.
It is.
Well, let's watch and listen.
The biggie.
JB.
I have you.
Cars involved. 12, Blaney. 43, Jones. 4, Gregson. 3, Austin Dillon. 23, Wallace. 47, Stenhouse. 16, Allmendinger.
Oh.
Yes!
Good avoidance by Haley there. Wow. Talk about threading the needle.
Raj. So Dillon, Reddick, Blaney, Wallace, Jones, and separately Stenhouse off the bumper of Allmendinger. Bring out this caution at lap 195, 8th caution flag of the day.
1 to go.
Chase Briscoe gets the free pass, and Riley Herbst is speeding. Welcome home, Riley.
Chase Briscoe getting the free pass is amazing. That car was 4 laps down, guys.
And
you
Blaney.
can go back in the history of this race
I meant to say Blaney, my
and
bad.
look back a long ways before you find somebody that's been able to come from 4 laps down.
Roll right down for getting on a closed pit road.
Now Chase Elliott came in for left side tires on this stop as we get ready to go back to green. That was Herbst's second speeding penalty of the day. Well, not as many contenders as before. 31 cars on the lead lap, counting Briscoe.
Pit road is clear. Caution car will be coming to the green.
Here we go again then.
I muted the wrong mic. Reddick, Suarez, McDowell, Gregson, Hamlin, Priest, Allmendinger, Berry, Postvar, Nemechek, Ty Dillon, Logano, Saint Smith, Bowman, Gilliland, Gilliland, Custer, Bell, Lawson, Cindric, Byron. There we go.
Right, let's see how far we get this time then. Reddick on the low line, Suarez high. Into the restart zone, and we are racing. That was nicely timed there for the officials as we go back to Racing Rays. Down low on the apron already.
Oh, wow.
That was a surprise there as well.
Ty Dillon?
It was Ty Dillon, yes.
It's Ty Dillon making that move of all people. Wow. Great aggression from a guy I don't usually see aggression from.
That was our 8th caution, by the way, and we've only been under caution for 48 laps, even though we've had 8. Not bad. Average of 6 laps per caution.
It's going well today, isn't it?
What's our most cautions found to Las Vegas, JB?
Most cautions we've ever had here is 14 in 2009.
So if it keeps going like this with multiple tyres, we'll get close.
We'll get close. Last year we had 5, so we've already gone beyond that of last year's.
And our least is
2,
because we went green other than stage cautions.
Yeah. Well, it was 2009, so is that before the caution of the stages?
Aye.
I don't know either. Might be normal running, that might have been 2.
Usavar's already back in the top 10 despite that pit road collision.
Losing out the back. He's having an almighty go around. I've got the commentary box now set up finally to how it needs to be.
Stages started in 2017, JB.
Ah, so that was just a normal 2-caution accident then. If anybody goes to me in the chat saying, "Oh, don't you remember when stages started?" I am literally running on, I think, 6 hours sleep across the next 3 days. They have not been consistent sleep as well. That's like an hour here and there. It's a miracle I'm still standing. Better than I ever did.
JB.
Yes.
Average 253, total 573.
Okay.
Bolton, Josh. I'll see myself out.
Still good so far then. That's Reddick, Suarez, McDowell, Priest, Greg. Oh, hello. That's SVG.
SVG again.
Yeah, there's another puncture. JT called it.
He's off the track. I think he'll be fine.
Yeah, he's way far down. We don't need a yellow for that. Just the driver's competitor. If you hit
Does
that...
he actually stop?
Yeah.
He is coming to a stop, though, I think.
Oh,
4 wide!
The 34 looks like he was standing still. Josh Berry. Byron as well. Byron around the outside. Berry's on the low. Fantastic between the two of them. McDowell looked like he was standing still.
Oh, contact!
Keselowski getting
Briscoe and
tapped.
Elliott. Surely they're going to crash.
And look, here comes the 7 on the inside of Justin Haley as well. Keselowski's on now the high line. I hope he knows that the 19's now there.
Still 4 wide.
Stenhouse is in that mix, so there's guaranteed to be a caution.
I don't know how they've not crashed there. I genuinely
Stenhouse
don't.
very nearly washed up into the side of Chase Elliott across the front stretch. Here's Bowman and Allmendinger side by side. Allmendinger high, Bowman low.
88 to the garage.
And that's SVG to the behind the wall then. He's BTW.
Yeah, I just retire the car at this point.
Swing.
By the way, let's see if we can slow us.
I let you know. They'll tell me when to start worrying about it.
Hey, garage.
There's the garage.
51 on accident. Score confirmed.
Not too bad then, JT.
No, that was just them confirming that Cody Ware has officially retired.
Brakes are out then here.
Starting lap 44 of 102 here at Las Vegas for the Pennzoil 400. Reddick, Suarez, McDowell, Priest, Gregson, Hamlin, Berry, Logano, Bowman, Allmendinger, your top 10.
Correct, Rush. 12 car out accident.
Is that a yellow coming out? No. Then he's done for the day.
That is what the radio message was, JB.
Yeah. It processed in my brain. I'm running very little sleep. I'm surprised, actually. 45, 102. And
that's the 21 of Josh Berry not noticing the 4 was there.
And that allows the 22.
Going up to the middle line. Joey Logano capitalised on that and took 2 of them in one go.
It's what this track does best, actually, just sort of slipping between the two. Didn't know he was there again. They banged doors on turn 3 and 4 as well. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. So, the whole battling continuing on. Yes, I believe I have fixed the issues in the commentary box. It is just that single cable that needs replacing, but it's finding the right cable. This is absolutely very hard work indeed.
32 cars running. 30 on the lead lap, 2 behind the wall, 2 are out as we are 3 wide, exiting the front stretch in towards turn 1. Briscoe, Custer and Nemechek, JB.
Yeah, 3 into the top because Keselowski's going down low. Briscoe's still at the front now, that little battle as they change in together. What's the lap time round here?
We are an average speed of 177.4 299 miles per hour. Last lap time by the leader, Tyler Reddick, 30 seconds, .457.
With 55
and
to
that
go.
was completed on lap 202.
So we have around about half an hour left of this broadcast, of this race, if we stay green throughout. We will have another pit stop, I believe, as Busher, Elliott and Haley are side by side coming into the tri-oval. And Elliott staying down low, and of course, NASCAR taking away. Radio rewind.
19 car lost the wheel. No way. Clear, Rush.
They picked a hell of a time to tell us.
What
the f*** is that?
We were too fast. That doesn't make any sense.
Okay, we'll get that away now. You don't want to be Captain Positive here, but we got another shot at this.
53 laps to go in Las Vegas. Tyler Reddick leading Daniel Suarez by 0.4 of a second. Michael McDowell in third. A lot of differing strategies in play as Kyle Larson, Christopher Bell, William Byron try to work their way up from the late teens here.
Yeah, and JT, that's going to be the annoying part, actually, of trying to keep that together out on the circuit.
Yeah, absolutely. Gap at the front going down. And goes back up on that last lap, but gradually going down overall. Here is the 5 and 20 of Larson and Bell. Jack, this is Bell trying to get past Larson for 16th. Larson 16th, Bell 17th, going through turn 2.
Yeah, and now we watch Denny Hamlin, the Yahoo car. It's been a long time since I've seen that search engine. But as you see, two drivers I wouldn't ever expect to be battling each other right now. Daniel Suarez is catching up to Tyler Reddick. Two guys from variously different... I can't speak today. Completely different backgrounds. Tyler Reddick started out his career racing dirt late models, whereas Daniel Suarez was racing in NASCAR Mexico. Very different backgrounds there. Back to you guys.
50 laps to go. The timing monitor changes as we cross over to lap 217. Of course, a 267 lap race here around Las Vegas Motor Speedway to make up the Pennzoil 400. And well, I don't know about you, but I think I can tell it's the Pennzoil 400 because the whole of the outside wall is yellow. There's tons of Pennzoil cars. Pennzoil is everywhere, and so is the Liuno, as that was the Xfinity yesterday as well. Here at Las Vegas, presented by Jiffy Lube, the Pennzoil 400 as we complete another one. 49 laps to go. And look at the front, the gap now increasing. It was decreasing, now it's increasing at the front. Reddick, Suarez, McDowell, who was on the pole, he dropped down. Now he's regained back up to 30.
Oh, we've lost
Did
JB.
lead one of the restarts early on, JB.
He did. Hello. Sorry, we lost you for a second. I thought, oh no, we've had a big one. But you're here. Hello.
Hello.
All is well.
You lost me just as I flew to you. Amazing timing.
Well, we do like to try, don't we? By the way, if anyone's wondering what I'm up to, you'll see in a second.
By the way, anyone here watch tennis out of curiosity?
Depends. Sometimes not.
Jack Draper's
Definitely not this weekend.
Wells. Jack Draper's just won the Indian Wells, his first ATP 1000 Masters title.
Hamlin around the outside of McDowell. This is for third place on the track, the last place of the podium. And Hamlin easily takes that third place away from the 71 of McDowell. McDowell down to fourth. Look at Reddick. 6/10 in the clear, out in front.
Yeah, it's not going too badly, this. I'm liking this run as we go into the action here. JT, if you can keep talking for a few more minutes, I can get this all done quicker.
This is basically me and JB sharing lead comms at this point, isn't it? 46 laps to go here in the Pennzoil 400. Austin Dillon still not classified as out, but is still behind the wall. Our 3 retirements, 88 Shane Van Gisbergen, 12 Ryan Blaney, 51 Cody Ware, all for accident, as we complete another lap, focusing on the 17 of Chris Buescher around the circuit in towards turn 1. Now this is the battle between the 4, 17 and 38, and here is the 17 down the inside of the 4, and that takes 18th away from the 4. That is, of course, Noah Gregson for this year. It's Josh Berry, who was last year's number 4, is now in the 21 car, which was driven by Harrison Burton last year. It's not confusing at all, Jack, is it?
Not at all.
I was wondering where you were going with that one.
Sometimes I know what I'm talking about. That was one time that I actually knew what I was talking about.
Well, if you're wondering what I was doing, I have been correcting something that's been annoying me all race with a new timing tower graphic that is now available to look at on your screen. With laps to go.
Just come in from the officials. 3 is back in the race, so he's not retired. He is back in the race, 26 laps down, currently 32nd.
Fantastic. So there we go. The laps to go was annoying me because it was
Busch.
wrong. Yeah, he still is, yeah.
RCR doing an absolutely wonderful job then.
42 to go. So yes. Go on.
Go on.
You go. No, you go first.
Who's talking?
KT can.
Yeah, Christopher Bell carving his way through the field once again, just taken 14th away from the 10 of Ty Dillon, but Ty Dillon fights back round the outside as well, on board with Joe Logano, who is in 4th, chasing down Denny Hamlin for 3rd place.
Much better, I think, out here today, guys. It's been a smoother, calmer race, I think. It's been energetic, I find. That's a word that doesn't get used much. It has been a very energetic race. We need
41 laps to go. This is Joey Logano going on the low line through turns 3 and 4, trying to catch up to Denny Hamlin. The gap has visually cut down. It was 4 tenths as the 3 has just met minimum speed. And look at Joey Logano, look at the run he's got on Denny Hamlin. Is he able to capitalise anything? It's middle of the track for Reddick, high for Suarez through turns 1 and 2. And it was high for Hamlin, low for Logano, as it's the exact same here. But Hamlin goes to the middle. Are they going to make it 3 wide possibly? It's a staggered 3 wide. Doesn't happen. 40 laps to go in the Penfoil 400.
And this is what we were loving. Go on, Jack.
Beat minimum speed. And SVG is officially out of the race. Although that's probably old news. And Bob Fox is late to it.
Jack, are you just sleeping? That happened 20 laps ago, mate.
And Bob Pockrass is just late to it, clearly.
He's just turning into Megan from qualifying.
I'm just reading Twitter, half reading Twitter, half watching the race, just to make sure I'm keeping up to date.
39 to go. Now 38.
The good thing with the officials radio is 9 times out of 10 that it's on Twitter, we get it before because it takes time to write it out.
Okay, that's true.
It does, it does, it does.
Unless you're like my brother who has like stupid typing speed.
I tell you who is good quick at typing, Simon Patterson.
Here's Suarez, sorry JB, down the inside, and that will be the 28th lead change. New leader, 99.
New leader, 99.
That was,
What is the record for lead changes at Vegas?
I'm glad you asked. The most we've ever had here is 28 back in 2007. The fewest we've had is 11. And the last time it was 13.
I am Blaney.
Ryan,
what is that?
No Ryan Blaney. They've gone.
No, they just told Ryan Blaney to shut up.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think it was my fault. I didn't, I thought I had 2 underneath me and 1 outside, and then I guess there was 2 outside of me, and pitched the 2 guys in the wall, so I'm sure that's my fault. I got to watch the replay again to know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it was my mistake. Just long weekend. We finally got up to the, two outside. It's a hard angle, but I don't know. I don't know if I didn't leave enough space. Maybe the 20 could have left more. I think it was just tight 4 wide, but shame it tore up cars. Long weekend for our Menards Pennzoil Ford Mustang. Thought our car was really good. Finally got up to the top 5 there, and then didn't, and then wrecked. So let's move on to next week.
You all right?
Thanks.
JB, first green flag pit stops, final green flag pit stops of the race. Denny Hamlin down pit road.
Fantastic, yeah. So we've had in terms of lead changes, last year we had 13. The most is 28, which we've equalled here today. The fewest was 11. But in terms of leaders, last time out we had 10. The most was 16. The fewest is 6. And if you take a look how many leaders we've had here today, that is
Reddick
12.
Second, JB.
Yeah. So Reddick in down there 2 on pit lane. Suarez leads, Berry, and Logano's coming in now for a final turn. Does that put it out or hold it out?
No. New leader, 21.
Is it? Berry leads, yeah. How? Has Suarez dived down the pit lane? Yeah. Help that we haven't got our usual monitors up here in the commentary box today, so we really are on a fight or flight to try and work this out. Especially me up here, wanting on one laptop between 4 different screens.
Has Josh Berry led this race yet?
Side.
Another new leader.
Yes, it is. That breaks the record.
There looks like there's about to be another one then. Here is Joey Logano on the back of what is essentially his teammate Josh Berry.
Down the inside.
That'll be a nice smooth on the back stretch. On the inside coming into 3 and 4. Our 30th lead change on the Pennzoil 400. A new record set here at Las Vegas. Most I've ever had to say that here. 31 to go. What an interesting race. Closing in for a good race end. Still, we're going to have to go through the final pit stops as well, guys, and that's the worry for me. When we're going to see that change round. Logano now. Gone.
Top 10 with 30 to go. Logano, Berry, Suarez, Bowman, McDowell, Priest, Allmendinger, Chastain, Sindvik, Larson. Change. Logano, Berry, Suarez, Bowman, Priest, Allmendinger, McDowell, Chastain, Sindvik, Larson.
Now with 30 to go, last pit stop for Logano and Berry was 188. And it's now lap 237. So not too far away, but they're pushing it for fuel limit, aren't they, at the end of the race? Jamie.
Yeah.
The team just came on the radio and said, Joey, we need you to save gas without losing lap time.
Thanks, Jamie. See? They're not good on fuel. They are not good. They're going to acquire the lift and coast a little bit more. How exciting is this going to be? Game, set, match. In a bizarre weekend of running here.
Okay, so Joey Logano's wheel, the yellow stripe is corners, the red stripe is straights.
Yeah. He likes that tape, doesn't he, as well? A few other drivers have it.
Most of them do, if not all of them. 8,200 RPM, 8,300 RPM, off the throttle, 12%, 100% to 12% throttle in the corner, back up to 100% throttle as he exits turn 4, 175 mile per hour across the line, average speed that lap across the field, 173.633 mile per hour for the leader. 6 minutes away from a 3-hour race, guys.
I'll be right back. I've got to go switch computers again.
No, it doesn't seem 5 minutes, does it, JT? Yeah, we've had loads of tech issues, but it hasn't affected the broadcast. If anything, I think this is one of the finest looking ones we've done with our driver tracker information screen and everything. It's been a good weekend, bar the laptops failing.
It's probably been the best NASCAR broadcast because you haven't had to see our faces for most of it.
Yes, because the comm cams, yes, they're working, but I'm trying not to stress Megan's laptop out. So that's why battle screen have come in handy. And of course, you won't see cameras for the next 2 weeks because I'm taking breaks as Kyle Busch back on the circuit was wide in exit 2. Yeah, I'm not here for the next 2 weeks, at least not for long.
Clear by you, Mike Dumas.
What's up with Kyle, JT? He's diving up and down. Has he hit the wall and broken track rod? Oh, and that's going to be a caution because the fall's in the wall. Into the wall goes Noah Gregson. Gregson in the wall, and that brings out the caution. Our 9th of the day with 25 laps to go. That's a lot of damage that's been left on the racetrack as well.
Ready to roll every vacuum entire top side 1 and 2.
There you go. I'm going to get them out at 1 and 2 and have the debris
Shredded
clear.
debris everywhere though.
They should be able to pick it up.
Clear up all on a heavy check up there. Anything.
It's a replay.
Right, let's have a look. I think the tire's going to fail. Well, that's Busch hitting the wall, exit 2, like we know about. That was him having a puncture. So where was the secondary? Here we go. Is this still? This is Gregson. Oh, it failed. Exit 1. Wow. So many more punctures this year than we've seen before from Goodyear.
Goodyear just decided.
Debris center of the back stretch right through 3.
Try again, Jack.
They were just decided. Goodyear just decided to deliver all their worst tyres to this race.
They've been doing that most of the season, though. So,
specifically this race, though.
Yes, specifically here. We've had more punctures in this one than we have all year long so far. So the field bunched up again as we come into 20 to go. This screams overtime.
Free pass would have been Noah Gregson, but since he brought the caution out, he is not eligible.
That's the most Mike Joy thing I think he's ever said.
That was a Will Buxton.
Every time you think you have it,
it was.
There's a new twist to it.
Well, There's last no week I figuring asked you, this do out. you want tires or track position, and Clint jumped right in and said both. But you know, now you got to choose.
I'm picking tires. I want tires on my car.
They got close to 50 laps on the tires, most of them that's out there on the track right now.
I like your point with Reddick, you know, being able, those guys that just pitted, they can put 2 tires on.
Well, they can't. They got to take the wave around. They got to stay out.
That was a bad point that you made.
We're here to help.
Pieces of debris around the whole circuit, but stay in yellow, pit road open.
That's how they don't red flag this race. Pit road open then.
They're able to go high one side and low one the other.
Excellent.
Champion as Noah Gregson's car goes to
acceleration right off pit road.
Yeah, I think this is a scenario that's interesting because I think you're going to want 4 tires.
Excellent.
The guys that have been out there for a while, they're not going to be able to get their car full of fuel and get off of pit road. So you're going to have less fuel in the tank with less rear weight than normal. So the balance of your car is probably going to be different. But you can't wait on fuel, can you, Larry? I mean, you just gotta.
No need to. They were close on fuel as it was.
But I'm just saying they won't. They've gone a long way, so they burned a lot of fuel off. So that balance of that car is going to be a little different.
Yeah.
Which might not be bad for a short run.
Get them on quick, boys.
All right, pit road is open. Regan.
Like Crew Chief Miles Stanley asked Josh Berry, what do you need for a short run here? He said, I'm not really sure. I haven't restarted up front yet today. They're going to leave it alone. He felt like they were pretty close with the car. And the one car, Ross Chastain, he knew exactly what he needed. More turn for a short run at the end of the race here. Jamie?
Daniel Suarez from mid-pack to the top 5. It's been good for him since he's been up there in the top 5 with a little strategy. A 4-tire stop for him. Race leader Joey Logano pits. He comes in. Car has been good up front, but man, he was plowing tight when he was mired back in traffic. We'll see if the 22 can hang on. The 48 of Alex Bowman comes in as well. It's been one of those days for him, comers and goers, Mike.
Daniel Suarez gets off first with 2 tires.
I know that car had trouble. Joey Logano, not the stop they were looking for.
So Suarez, the first to leave pit road, and pit road has been the story all day long here.
I knew it was going to come down to the pits.
Long stop for the Backstreet Boys. Trouble for John Hunter Nemechek. They continue to work on his car. Pit road otherwise is empty.
Suarez, 4 tires, Mike.
Oh, then they got a great stop, Larry. Thank you. Coming up next on FS1, the premiere of Destined to Drive. Actor and sports car racer and lifelong car guy Patrick Dempsey returns to racing with
Power 35, 22,
next,
10,
right here on FS1 after the race.
That was a great experience. Patrick
Early camera 35, 22, 10, 41.
Obviously, at all. See Noah Gregson.
That had to have been a cool day. Cool experience, huh?
It was a cool experience. We were at Sonoma. I flew over, and we weren't doing the broadcast anymore. Went over there and watched him race his Porsche GT3 car, and that was fun. I'd never been around sports car racing that much, and to see the atmosphere and the things that go with it, but it was fun to be able to get to meet somebody outside of your box that you didn't really know that loves racing.
Sure does. Look forward to seeing that once we're done here in Las Vegas. So, in case you missed it, we've had 9 caution flags here today. Each lost a wheel. Sliced in half by whatever it was rubbing against when it was loose. Now, Christopher Bell had to start the race in the back. Came out. They didn't get the left rear tight. So Adam Stevens called it audible. He goes, stop in somebody else's pit box and let them tighten it for you. And that's a much lesser penalty than you would have had. 4 wide there. Stenhouse spins. And Ryan Blaney gets up and into the 2 cars on his outside when they were 4 wide. Gets a double hit there with Eric Jones at lap 195. That was the 8th caution flag. And we're now working the 9th, which was for Noah Gregson at turn number 2. He has since gone to the garage. So we'll restart with 29 cars on the lead lap. Here are some of the race leaders today. There have been 13 of them, and a record 31 lead changes so far, and we're not done yet. In fact, into this 5th race of the season, we had 142 lead changes entering today, and that's the most NASCAR has ever had in the Cup Series through the first 4 races. So this record continues to go.
Big opportunity here for Trackhouse Racing. This could turn their season around. Well, I say season, we're only a few races in, but they've been having a little bit of trouble, and we've been documenting it. So a win here would be huge. But speaking of huge, could you imagine if that Wood Brothers car, Josh Berry, gets them a win here? That would be huge.
Trackhouse 1st and 4th. The Wood Brothers will restart 2nd. RFK Racing 3rd. You know, each of the last 4 wins for the Wood Brothers were that driver's first career win.
Yeah, and you see right here another story of the day. Just a lot of trouble on the pit crew side of it, things for Joey Logano. So lost it.
And he and Ty Dillon may have had some contact right there.
And then Wolf shouldn't be too much damage.
Yeah.
Oh, I love bringing kids to the races, and I love it when the parents bring hearing protection to the track for their kids. Awesome.
I love a restart with 20
Coming
laps
to the green, starting with 19 laps to go.
All right, Chevy Ford front row.
That Panda is watching.
Right there. Suarez and Berry up front, Preece and Chastain, Bowman and Cindric, Larson and Allmendinger, Byron and Busher, the top 10.
Great restart once more to come down and towards turn number 1 with 20 to go.
Allmendinger.
Allmendinger's there as well, trying to find it through. They've got to be so careful here, JT, at the restart.
Yep, this is where the chaos is going to begin. Enjoy.
Lost! Oh! Larson hits the back of Bowman. Cindric coming in too.
Wide clears Berry. Here they go. They're like 3 wide at the back.
And there's the spin!
Fighting for what would be his first win.
Briscoe got loose. Stays on the track. Don't know how he managed to save that one.
By the way, that was the first free pass this race without. Sorry, that was the first caution without a free pass.
Look at Larson's just dropped back. Can we have AJ Allmendinger in contention to win this race? He's come up here by out of nowhere.
It would be his first career cup win on an oval. All 3 of his wins before have come on road courses, and AJ, just to remind everyone, there's a reason he's nicknamed the road course dinger.
A bit backstretch. I'm watching Briscoe. He's getting loose every single second.
Minimum.
Oh.
Logano coming down low. Stenhouse in there. Oh, he jumps off.
He's going to get aggressive here.
Yeah.
He shoved him away. He's like, nope, I'm going through, mate. See ya.
They don't want to cause any problems, do they, JT?
No, absolutely not. Suarez
Oh,
still
hello.
leads, but look at Josh Berry down on the inside.
He might get him here.
He's going to get him. Berry's going to go for the lead on Suarez. Didn't think these two would be in the front, and they're touching together. Suarez being really aggressive. Berry just being exactly the same. Chastain coming up from the high line as well, and Byron coming in low. 4 to go.
We're going to go through all this for a Byron win.
Well, it's either
I want a Berry win so bad.
It's if your name's a B, you get it pretty much. Berry led that lap.
So what you're saying is Berry's going to win this race?
No, what I'm saying is Bowman's going to win it in P8 because he's not going to have each other off of this race.
Blaney's going to win it.
That would be a
He's
surprise. He's out.
It's just that everyone's going to wreck and he's just going to suddenly reappear on the track.
Look at that was close to a swear word there because they were literally Suarez and Berry touching. And we cut to the Wood Brothers pit box. Suarez on the outside, giving absolutely no room. Him and Berry are door to door as they come in towards turn 3. Side by side for the lead. For the Pennzoil 400. Berry versus Suarez, and Berry has the lead of the race. That was very good. Cut off.
And Byron's, oh my, look at Priest!
What? Ryan Priest is in third. He's flying.
Yeah, this is what I saw. And Byron saying, I didn't appreciate that block very much, Mr. Chastain.
If Ryan Priest can get up there, and he is. Ryan Priest, is he in the lead of the race? He is.
No.
Are you sure?
He's got to catch up to Suarez and Berry right now.
Are you sure he's not leading? Where is he on the monitor?
He's third, JB.
I would love it if... I think he could catch him, though. I think he could.
That's Byron's car that I was looking at. So that 4 looks like a 1 from the long angle run. Got a setting sun here as well at Vegas. It's not giving us a good example of what to do.
Coming to 11 to go.
They just got... I think we'll end this good.
I don't know. It's Vegas.
Okay, we're trying to go next time. 21.
How do you hide?
But if we stay green, I think Berry is about... It's a big if, though. You gotta ask all of these drivers to behave like they are actually able to drive and not like... what's the guy who got banned from trucks for like a few months? I can't remember his name. It was like years ago.
Oracle
From something, I don't know.
10 to go.
Matthew would know. We'll double check with him
Matthew
later.
would definitely know that.
The Oracle always knows information. As we continue on. Ooh. It's effectively 5 minutes of running. Can you not be yourself, NASCAR drivers, for 5 minutes?
Well, if they're their self, then Cody Ware's going to come back and wreck on the track.
Bell's in 11th place, by the way. Valiant recharge from him, I think. That's got to be commended.
Oh, for sure.
However, if it was...
Who would have thought?
Yeah.
Who would have thought that if Berry goes on to win this race, his first race win in the Cup Series would have come on an oval bigger than half a mile?
Yeah.
Because Berry is a short track god. He is incredible on short track. But he has been incredibly solid with this Wood Brothers team so far this season. And I am just begging for there not to be a caution right now.
8 to go. Lap traffic coming in. JT?
Record numbers for listeners and viewers for IMSA Radio this weekend at Sebring.
Same for us as well on our IMSA streams. It's been a good weekend for viewers. By the way, round of applause to JT for that production work. Fantastic production.
13 hours that I will never get back. But it was a very good race.
It was.
It was an enjoyable one. It was an enjoyable stream to produce, like properly produce and not have to commentate and produce.
Yeah. JT will be doing that a lot more next weekend as well.
The first one that's the first one that I've produced and not commentated and produced like properly, like sat down and done it.
It's a nice feeling, isn't it? Because you can just chill out a bit more.
Yeah.
I like it, and then you can focus a lot more, and you notice stuff. I've done it a couple of times, as you
I was
know.
probably sat in this chair for 12 hours 15.
5 to go next time, 21.
Of the 12-hour 45 stream, I probably was not sat in this chair for like 30 minutes. That's it.
They are begging right now not to put the yellow... Every time I hear that radio message, I'm thinking, is it put it out? It's nerve-wracking. Is that when...
I can't watch, man.
Is that when Jeremy Clarkson said, did you see the 2CV out there? Good, I thought we were in trouble. Because who's still out there who we know likes to cause cautions? The 47.
I'd be happy with like any of the top 4 winning, though, to be fair. To be honest with you.
I want Josh Berry, personally. I think the man deserves it.
Before there, I think I like Priest. I like Priest. Well, in terms of who I want to win the most, I think it would be Priest. Because I really like Priest a lot. But then again, I love Berry as well. Both of these guys are like grassroots racers who came up from short track racing, and don't have the same amount of money that a lot of these other guys do.
4 to go. If we have a yellow now, it's overtime.
Yep.
Come on, guys.
And remember all the tyre issues we've had today.
It's not over yet, is it? Come on, guys. Just for 5. No, not even that. For 2 minutes. Can you just...
Just go on the last lap, please.
Yeah, can you be calm for 2 minutes, boys? Come on. 2 minutes.
Who's that about to get lapped?
Have we had a NASCAR race end under normal green this year? I don't think we have.
Yes, we have.
Okay,
Kota, wasn't it?
Oh, of course, Kota. Yeah.
Yeah, Kota.
That's the only
And again,
one.
it's hard to get an overtime at a road course. And again, NASCAR drivers never cease to amaze me.
Happened a couple of years ago, didn't it? In wet weather.
Yes.
Come on.
I remember who won that race.
I don't either. Come on, 60 seconds, guys. 60 seconds. Can you just stay calm?
2 to go.
White flag next time, 21.
So, why... Did I hear full course yellow?
No. 21.
I got for that.
You're wanting those cautions
having
so
overtime
much.
derangement syndrome, this is.
I swear I heard something. I'll check later.
There was nothing there about a caution at all.
It's Dylan.
White flag in the air! The next flag will end the race! Berry!
I can't believe what I'm watching.
He's gonna do it! This is history in the
Don't
making!
run out of fuel.
Yeah, that's
Don't
another
run out of
problem.
fuel.
244 was his last stop. I think he's okay for fuel. Josh Berry in the 21 car for Wood Brothers Racing is making history. His first ever Cup Series win. Welcome to the Hall of Famers for winners. A rookie no more. The 30-year-old driver who made a debut last season is a winner in the Cup Series. Josh Berry wins the Pennzoil 400. And finally, he is arriving. All that energy, all that amazing debuts and substitutions and everybody questioning, did he have it? Last year was a test year. This year, he's here for business. And if you want to win in the NASCAR Cup Series in 2025, your surname must begin with a B. Byron, Bell, and now Berry. What a race. Fantastic, JT. Josh Berry wins for Wood Brothers Racing.
Absolutely incredible as cars head down pit road. The 21 heads to the front stretch for the post-race ceremonies. And once again, it's a driver whose name starts with a B, and for once, It's not Alex Bowman to stop a 3-time consecutive race winner.
Absolutely fantastic racing. That was brilliant.
Wood brothers are back. And I also wanted to say a statement that aged rather poorly in the race. I said Josh Berry is doing better than Harrison Burton did, but he hasn't won a race yet.
Now he has.
That has aged incredibly poorly within hours. Congratulations, Josh Berry. I am so happy for him. Is he going to do burnouts, or is he just going to do the late model thing of just, you know, driving along?
He's getting the checkered flag. Can he reach it? Yes.
You reach it, mate? There you go.
Is he going to do burnouts with the checkered?
That'd be cool. That's our new intro for
I don't know. He's a late model guy. I don't know if he does burnouts.
Timing and scoring has immediately gone off, by the way. That's never happened before.
That's the Wood Brothers guys.
What a race. Absolutely fantastic stuff. Timing and scoring has gone down and crashed. So this will be an interesting one. Let's head down for the interviews. We'll have to go to the orbit screen, I'm afraid. Actually, we might have battle screen. We do have oh, they're back. Okay, never mind. It has returned to us.
The team are just having to wait around because Berry is going somewhere.
He's done an extra 3 laps at this point. Let's head down to Fox.
The playoffs this year, Josh Berry.
That was an important one. 100 wins they won. Pretty incredible.
And he parks it on the start-finish line. The pride of Hendersonville, Tennessee. And the 19th different driver to win at Las Vegas. Previous best finish, 4th last week in Phoenix.
Hell yeah, son!
Can you believe it?
Let's go, dude. Awesome driving, bro.
Jamie Little is there.
53rd career start. Hugs his wife. Josh, you are now a Cup Series winner. How does that sound?
Oh, man. I don't even know what to think. Just awesome. I love this track. Las Vegas has been so good to me. I've had so many great moments here. Just struggled in the next-gen car here, but, man, Miles and this whole 21 team, everybody at Wood Brothers Racing, they gave me a great car today, and we just battled and battled and battled, and, man, it was our day. I just can't believe it. Such a battle with Daniel there at the end, beating and banging at a mile and a half. It's crazy, but whoever was going to get out front was probably going to win, and we were able to get it from him.
Josh, you joined the Wood Brothers in the offseason. This is just your 5th race together. What does it mean to you to drive for this legendary team and now to get them back to victory lane?
I mean, it's just incredible. They've just been so good to me. It's just been a great relationship, and obviously thank everybody at Wood Brothers Racing, but Team Penske as well. They've welcomed me with open arms and tried to help me and you know, accelerate this learning process as much as I can. And I really can't say enough for Miles Stanley, man. Everybody, he is so good at what he's doing, and we have a great thing going on together. He really believes in me, and just got to thank everybody at Motorcraft, Quick Lane, Dex Imaging, Aero, Ford. I know they're going to be excited about that one, and man, we're just gonna enjoy this moment.
Go celebrate it with your team. I know they're ready. Josh Berry wins at Las Vegas.
Josh Berry, there is the pass for the win on Daniel Suarez. Now destined to drive Patrick Dempsey coming up, but first, more coverage from Las Vegas, where Josh Berry has just scored a very popular victory.
Amazing race then, and an amazing attitude out here. Let's get some closing thoughts then from the team. And JT, starting with you, what did you make of it all here today?
What is it with Wood Brothers Racing?
Oh, hang on a minute, JT's
first...
the camera's way off. Sorry about that. I'll fix that for you. Go on.
What is it with Wood Brothers Racing and first career wins? Josh Berry, the 9th driver to get their first career win with Wood Brothers Racing. It is a team for first career wins. Absolutely amazing. He gets congratulated down in pit road, and he will head to victory lane for the first time. Something tells me he's going to be down on the strip possibly tonight. We will have to see about that one. Congratulated by other drivers, congratulated by Pennzoil team members. There's Chase Briscoe as well, congratulating him. Michael McDowell also down there. Good race, good finish to a race. We stayed green as well, and all of the Gamebridge team congratulating him.
Jack, what about you?
I want to just give a shout out to the Cars Tour, man. That series is a breeding ground for serious talent, and Josh Berry has just put that on a world stage. What a brilliant, and I'm glad he did actually end up doing burnouts, because I was worried he wouldn't. But no, great race. That was actually an honest... Yeah, I'm glad he actually did end up doing burnouts, though. But, man, Josh Berry, what a talent, and I think I'm going to give a hot take and say that I think this guy has Cup champion potential.
Let's catch up with some final ones from the pits as well.
Barry, there, you guys had a lot go right for you today, but I know it's got to be disappointing to be that close.
Yeah, definitely a little disappointed, but first of all, congratulations to the 21 team and Josh. They did a great job. They've been fast lately, so they've been in contention, so congratulations to them. We did everything right, you know. The team did an amazing job on the strategy, pit stops. We did everything right. Our car was fast. We just struggled a little bit in the short run, and I mentioned to my crew chief just a little bit ago, because before the last run, I told him, I say, hey, if we're gonna be up front, I need a little bit better short run. I'm having too much contact over there in 1 and 2, and unfortunately, I feel like that's why we lost the race. Just a little bit too much contact, and everything. I mean, I almost wrecked in 1 and 2, but overall, just very, very proud of everyone in Trackhouse. We've been working very hard, and it's showing. Freeway Insurance, Chevrolet, Coca-Cola, Quaker State, all of our sponsors that help us to be here today. Solid effort.
Third last time here, second this time for Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, lovely to see as well. Okay, next time out then for the Cup, we will be Miami next week.
Yes, boosted.
I will be taking that race off, at least for some of the stages, because I'll be... Actually, no, I'm here next week, aren't I, JT? No, where am I? Thermal?
Yeah, I don't know about exact times. I haven't added them yet, though.
No, I'm not sure either. Considering they're both on Fox, though, we might just be okay. We'll double check with that then. We might not miss much at all, actually. So we'll wait to see. Okay, well, my thanks to JT and my thanks to Jack as well, and to all of you at home. We hope you've enjoyed what has been a cracking day of racing here at the Cup Series. We'll be back next week to do it all over again. What a race! For the first time, Josh Berry is a race winner. Bye-bye.